Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, present for a Winder-Barrow basketball game. Tonight we have the Lady Bulldogs matching up against Habersham Central. This is a matchup that we've been highly anticipating. This is the matchup that they've been anticipating. Hello, guys. This is McKinley.
And it is Taquavion Mitchell.
And we are here calling tonight's game. The Winder-Barrow Bulldogs take on Habersham Central. Tonight we gear up for the girls varsity and the boys varsity games. Right now we are about to tune into the girls varsity game. This is a highly anticipated matchup. Is there anything that you're expecting out of this game in particular, Suki?
I'm not sure. These are two great schools going at it, Two great schools going at it. Winder-Barrow, we're always going to root for them as they are home tonight. I think the dogs are going to bring it. I think the dogs are going to bring home the win.
Absolutely, and we know that historically in the past or recent years, actually, our women's team has been in a slump, and they haven't really been as successful in previous years. However, this year they have managed to turn some of that around. They are looking more promising with youth in their starting lineup. Number 35 is a very promising young player. We've seen she has the ability to shoot the ball from the outside. Now, as her confidence gains throughout the course of this season, the remaining games, I think their play will also increase as she is a phenomenal player.
Of course, of course. We're up for a really great show tonight. Not sure what to expect, but we know the dogs are going to bring it, and we got to get our revenge from Habersham Central.
Absolutely. And also, be sure to look on the glass for Addison Smith. She's a high rebounding level talent. She's aggressive when she gets in the paint. She's great at boxing out. Her mobility is amazing. Be sure to watch her on the glass tonight. Every time we get the chance to do this, it's always a momentous occasion. We are so grateful to be able to join you tonight to call this game live.
Of course, great opportunity to be here for a great Friday night game.
Totally. Hey, are you expecting a packed out crowd? I mean, this is a big, like you said, this is a big marquee matchup here tonight. These are two teams, Winder-Barrow's men's varsity as well as Habersham's men's varsity, are both top 5 in the 5A region classification in the state of Georgia. This is a Power 5 matchup. This is going to be an incredible contest between two fierce teams. This is going to be high-level basketball.
Yeah, of course. I mean, over time, the crowd's obviously going to get, even more packed, but I expect a really good audience for this game, and especially for the games upcoming, the Varsity Boys. It's going to get really packed in here.
Hey, man, I'm with y'all. This is my first time in this broadcast tonight. So grateful for this opportunity. Man, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to have a hard time containing my joy. I'm a fan of the game. I love the game of basketball. So.
Don't we all love the game of basketball?
It's going to be all right, man.
Don't we all love the game of basketball? We all love it. Don't know what to expect, man. It's just crazy. So much talent on one court. You ever thought of that? From both sides, of course.
And something that's very important to notice here, this very also impactful, motivating and inspiring, especially to kids that are from this community, is the talent that we're seeing here in Winder. It's from Winder. It's Winder made, right? You see a lot of times in high school with this social media era, team players are able, or high-level players are able to transfer to different schools and team up with other star-ranked players in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Here, they've built a phenomenal culture of guys who are ready, willing, and able to win, as well as women who are ready, willing, and able to win. I mean, this is truly phenomenal how Coach Guerin and Coach Mack have been able to change the culture. It's unbelievable how they've been able to change the culture here at Winder-Barrow. I mean, Coach Guerin is a state championship level run head coach. I mean, she's had a state championship level run before. I mean, when she coached the top 5 player in the country. Coach Mack, last year, he broke history with the Winder men's team's Bulldogs as they reached the Final Four for the first time in its school history. So, I mean, the culture that these guys or these coaches have brought to this school, it's really impacted our teams, but it's also impacted our community. You see people are coming out to support these Bulldogs, right? Some people don't even have relatives that go to this school or don't even have children or anything that are related to the school, but because they're in the city of Winder and their Bulldogs get to play, they want to come out and support. So that's always a wonderful occasion.
Always. It brings us together, even like you said, even for the people who don't even, they may not like the sport of basketball, but to see a lot of these people just to come out, just to support for the people of the game, it's just a beautiful thing. Love to see it.
On our sharpshooters list tonight, we have Edie Robinson. She's really been able to spark it up this past season. We see her improve as a shooter gradually over the course of her career. However, this year it seems to be peaking, and she does seem to be the most effective shooter on her team. We're going to see how her shooting is going to play in tonight.
Oh, yeah, as you can see, the Dogs are getting hyped right here, getting ready for a spectacular game.
And I know these groups, I know this group of girls, this specific group of girls personally, and I know the kind of culture that they have. You read it on their shirts. If you can see it, it says locked in. These are a group of girls who really love each other. They really treat each other like family.
And let's not forget the work ethic. Behind the scenes, all of these players put in hard work for these games, whether we lose or win. It's always a win at the end of the day because it's experience. We all are going to improve no matter what. And I believe in these Dogs to become really successful players in the future.
Absolutely. Everybody knows how good the men's team has been, but it's almost as if people underestimate how hard the women have worked.
Right. They always deserve acknowledgement themselves, as they may not get as much as the men. But, I mean, it's all about support at the end of the day.
Fans, at this time, would you please rise as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Winder-Barrow High School senior Calvin Cunningham. The colors are being presented tonight by the Bulldog Battalion, Army Junior ROTC Color Guard. They are Cadets Cummings, Molina, Bentley, and they are being commanded by Cadet Captain Analia Garcia.
like the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Calvin Cunningham. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for Habersham Central. Sophomore, number 3, Mackenzie Gosnell. Freshman, number 13, Sadie Chambers. Sophomore, number 14, Daytona Underwood. Freshman, number 24, Tessa Murdoch. And senior, number 30, Paisley Cappy. The head coach of the Lady Raiders is William Bradley.
And now we get ready for our Bulldogs starting lineup.
Bulldog fans, get on your feet. Let's make some noise for your Double G Lady Dogs.
You can tell the Winder-Barrow dogs are really amped up. Number 10, Keeley.
Number 10, Keeley Robinson, senior guard.
Amazing performer.
Addison Smith, junior forward, number 20.
21.
Malaya Johnson, number 21.
Sophomore, number 24, Riley Herndon.
Riley
Herndon.
Freshman, number 35, Ariana Harris.
Ariana Harris. And remember, guys, number 35, Ariana Harris. High impact players for tonight. Be on the watch for her.
Oh, yeah. Great starting five, if you ask me. Really good starting five. Really great talent
And
on the
see
court.
here, once again, this goes to speak again to the togetherness of this team, the connectivity of this team as they huddle up and they gather for prayer before this game. Such a powerful thing to see.
Oh, yeah. And I'm just really looking forward for the entertainment, you know. Looking forward to see what the dogs have in store for us tonight as we have a decent audience. The student section is looking really nice right now.
And guys, remember, as we've talked about this team, this Lady Dogs team, and how they've been trying to turn around their season, this is a team that is making a push for a region championship this year and hopefully even a playoff spot.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a very important region matchup for them. They lost to Habersham at Habersham Central by 3 points.
But they're seeking out for revenge.
Back to the top, Keeley Robinson, number 10.
Nice pace so far. You don't want to start the game off rushing anything. You just want to, you know, slow pace tempo.
3-point shot attempt, no good. Rebound by Keeley Robinson. Back to Ariana Harris. She walks into a 3-point shot attempt. But those are the kind of shots she's going to have to take all night if her team wants to have a chance at success or victory tonight.
And, you know, these shots take confidence. You know, you have to do what you got to do to win the game.
Absolutely. And it'll be interesting to see how Coach Guerin adjusts and get sets going for her players.
Oh, that was an
As
amazing
Habersham
shot.
knocks
That's
down a
Habersham.
3.
Number 13. Just a good shot. Can't be
Lady
mad
Timbers.
at it.
And you see Habersham comes in this 1-2-1 press.
Oh, okay. Habersham with a steal, looking like a fast break.
1-2-1-1 diamond press.
Ah,
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this press tonight.
yeah. I mean,
They don't particularly have a strong ball handler, but
Habersham.
big-time players rise to the occasion.
This is where legends are made. And Habersham, they're playing very good defense. Ah, that
Looks
didn't
like
look
we're
too
gonna
good.
see
That didn't look too
10-second
good.
violation. The Bulldogs really struggling to move the ball into the back half of the court.
I mean, you gotta love how, Habersham's really starting off, like they're playing really good defense off the start,
Absolutely.
But it's not how you start, it's always about how you finish.
Absolutely, and something that you just said that sparked an idea in my head is preparation. Looks like Habersham just came out the gate more prepared for this game, and a lot of times preparation can be the deciding factor in who wins and who loses games.
Of course.
Number 13 with a pull-up from the mid-range. Jump shot is pure.
Great shot. I mean, Habersham is looking really good for the start of the game, to be honest. I don't know, Winder-Barrow is going to have some answers.
They jump out to a 7-0 run. Winder-Barrow's going to have to pick up their intensity. They're going to have to take care of the ball, and they're going to have to be able to move the ball
Yeah,
if
that
they
was
want to stand a chance.
That was a scary pass right there, It led to a turnover, but it's okay because there's a lot of time, a lot of game left. We can't let this decide or determine on how the outcome's going to go because anything can happen.
Right. Winder-Barrow in this high 2-3 zone, it appears to be so.
And it's out of bounds. Inbound by Habersham Central.
In the zone defense, what it does is it does a really good job of taking away dribble drive penetrations. However, it does make you vulnerable and susceptible to things like that. Kick
Great
out
shot.
jump shots.
Yeah, but zone defense can also, it can really throw off the offense a little bit. The offense can be really confused when going up against zone. It just depends on how you can handle situations like that.
And number 13, coming out the gate, shooting a lot of shots. She's confident, clearly a confident player. She's feeling good tonight. Winder-Barrow successfully breaks his press. They have the ball in the half court. Keely Robinson.
Keely Robinson with the pass.
Pass to
She
Malaya.
fumbled it. Another turnover. Habersham Central pushing
Gotta
it
be able
down.
to take care of the ball.
That was a nice way to slow
If
that
you
ball
can't take
down.
care of the ball, your life becomes a whole lot harder.
It really does. It really does. Got to
Don't
be
count
patient.
this team out. This team actually has a lot of depth. They can run a lot of people deep. They actually have 2 seniors that provide good production off the bench. This isn't a team that you can count out.
Can't really count him out. Keely Robinson with the
Tookie.
ball at top.
Another thing, Tookie, we're in the doghouse, bro.
We are in the doghouse, man.
We don't lose in the doghouse.
We
Come
can't
on.
lose in the. Come on, we can't lose in the doghouse. We need our our players to get right.
If you're gonna walk into the doghouse, at least understand that it's gonna be a dog fight.
Of course,
See what I did there?
of course. That was really nice.
Dog
That was
fight.
nice, Dion. Dog fight, doghouse. That was really nice.
Being sarcastic.
Keely Robinson with the ball at
Coach
top.
Guerin communicating with the players.
Looks
Looks like they're running a set. Back to Keely Robinson on the wing.
Keely Robinson
1
going in the
second.
paint with the layup.
Quick jump shot, but it won't go. But oh, look at that. See, that's the kind of player she is.
That's the hustle we need. We need that all night.
That's
We
the
need
kind
that
of player
all
that
night.
She is. That's the kind of player, that's the kind of reputation that she's built for herself. Is a person that always hustles. Right, her intensity, she brings it every night. Kind of reminds me of like Russell Westbrook in the NBA. Somebody that brings full intensity every night, 110%.
It kind of reminds me of me back in the day when I used to be
Me back in
hooping
the
with
day.
that ball.
You mean me back in the day, right?
I don't know about that
Me.
one, Dion. And
It's great
a layup.
post defense.
Great post defense, but it kind of led
Unclear
to
to
a
tell.
foul, I think.
Unclear if that was a foul. I don't know. You guys know I'm a little bit biased, but
Yeah.
unclear if that was a foul.
Yeah.
Regardless, Habersham at the free throw line shooting 2. When you work that ball in that low post area, I mean, a lot of good things can happen when you work that ball in that low post area.
As you can see, the student section's looking pretty hype for our team, and Habersham Central will make the first free throw.
It's a good turnout tonight. I mean, we had a pep rally. We had a pep rally today at school, so We generated some buzz. I mean, all week you guys are going to be seeing throughout this segment. All week we've been keeping up with Winder-Barrow and their basketball team as they've traveled back to do some things on this historic journey that they've been a part of. They've wanted to pay homage and pay the respects. We've been following them, and we have some nice things in store for you tonight. This is a school that's prideful, man. This is a prideful school. They're prideful about their basketball team. They're prideful about the players.
Yeah, that would look
hard
like
foul.
a,
Number 35
really
goes down,
foul.
hits the floor hard.
Hits the floor really hard, but you got up really quickly.
That's a
what
champion.
we like to see. That's a real champion move right there.
It's champion.
Every time you get knocked down, you got to get right back up.
And that's one of the things about these girls. Is these girls are not pushovers. They're not slouches, right? These girls are competitors. They're tough.
And that's what we like to see. Need them to get a bucket on the scoreboard, though, to get things started. But I believe in the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs. I've seen this before. I've seen them come back from difficult situations. Let's just hope that's one of those nights in the doghouse of Winder-Barrow.
Rip through drive, good penetration.
Yep. And it's good. Okay, way to get Winder-Barrow Bulldogs their first point.
Ariana Harris, number 35.
Ariana.
Tough shot off the glass. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a freshman. She has the ability to soar with the potential of her game increasing and skyrocketing. But she is on my high impact players list tonight.
Habersham with a three, and it's good. Okay.
And one thing about this team, man, they're shooting the ball excellent from the start of this game. Since the start of this game, they've been shooting the ball excellent from the three-point distance.
I may admit they came out swinging, and they're getting
miscommunication right there. Keely Robinson at half court throws a turnover.
More defensive stops by Habersham. This is looking looking kind of scary for the Bulldogs. And they're slowing the offensive tempo down. It's looking really good for Habersham. Not too bright for the Winder-Barrow.
They play one high. That's actually a tactic that a lot of teams will run when they see a zone defense. Is they'll put one man high above that free throw line area, free throw line range, to kind of create some post offense, because when you, like I said, once you work that ball into that low post area, great things happen.
Great things happen, man. Winder-Barrow, once again, getting trapped at half court, or full court at that, actually.
Winder-Barrow is struggling to move the ball past half court. They're struggling to beat this press right now.
And substitution from Habersham Central, taking out their starters, replacing them in with some other players.
Score is 14-2. First quarter, 2 minutes and 36 seconds left of action.
Timeout. Winder-Barrow Dogs are going to have to think it through. Coach Guerin.
Coach Guerin right there. She's fired up in that huddle.
Yeah, she's fired up. You can tell she has a plan. She's letting them know.
Tookie, you have to ask, like, when you get punched in the mouth like this on your home court, when you go your first time out and you go into the huddle like she does, what do you say to your players to get them going?
I mean, look, man, you just gotta be humble with everything you do. Take precautions of everything. Make sure you don't make any mistakes, because the more you make mistakes, the deeper the hole is gonna have to be. Like, it's gonna go deeper and deeper, and it's just like you just gotta come out swinging back. You can't get. You just gotta do the best you can.
Subs in for the game. One of those players that I mentioned earlier, those high production impact players off of the bench. She is a senior, but she's still a quality basketball player.
Habersham Central.
Another person that brings all their intensity.
They look like they're reading the zone and making the right passes. They're pretty patient on the offense.
Right, quick passes. That's
and
how you
that
want
was
to
a
beat the
beautiful
zone.
pass. That was
deep
a beautiful
shot
pass.
from number 23 from number 13, excuse me, on Habersham. Shooting the ball from that deep, you can only guess, only assure rather, that player is a high confident level player.
Oh yeah.
Should be clear that we should keep our eyes on her. Gotta watch that backside corner. Gotta watch that backside corner.
Keely with the ball passes in the paint. Can we get a bucket
Physical.
here? And it's a foul.
Physical.
It's a way to be physical.
See, I told you. Addison Smith, she's physical. She's big, she's aggressive, and she's physical. She just turns her back, works on two defenders at the post, strong finish. The only way that they stop her is they foul her. And Addison Smith at the line shooting 2 free throws.
I personally think that should be the game plan for Addison. I think she should just go out there and be physical all game.
She is such a good free throw shooter, right?
Yeah, like that was a really nice shot. I can see the form. We may need to update the score here. The score as of right now is 14-3. Habersham up. And another free throw, and it's a miss.
And what's interesting right here is that a lot of times when you see teams come out to a lead like this in games, oftentimes what it is transition baskets. Teams make turnovers, sloppy mistakes, which leads to baskets on the other end in the transition. Right now, we're just seeing Winder-Barrow get decimated as they're in this zone defense. What kills zone defenses is passing, and Habersham is moving the ball excellent right now. They're getting whatever they want on the offensive
And they're
end.
pretty patient. They're looking for every small amount of space and making the right passes as she performed an amazing layup. The Habersham's looking really good. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Winder-Barrow
almost looks like the life has been drained out of the stadium.
Yeah, it's three-pointer and it's a miss.
This gymnasium, excuse me.
Man, 53 seconds on the shot or on the clock.
We're not Buford or Jefferson. We're not Buford or Jefferson.
Yeah.
We don't have a seeding quite yet.
Yeah.
Hey, but hopefully, stay run this year.
Real
ladies and
soon.
gentlemen.
Real
Stay
soon.
run.
Habersham.
24 at the free throw line.
How do you
Shooting
think?
two.
How do you think the Bulldogs feel on the court right now? Like, I feel like I would be really nervous to be put in a situation like this, going up against a talent like this.
I mean, that's a great question, Tookie. One thing that, and if anybody doesn't know this about me, I was actually a former basketball player myself. One thing in my experience of playing basketball is you can never let the pressure get to you, right? Because you prep. That is what you prepare for. You prepare for the moments like this. You prepare for these games, for these type of situations, so that you're already familiarized when you get to them.
Of course.
Right? So, I mean, obviously there's some jitters and, some worries about taking care and executing, but ultimately you have to be prepared before you step onto the court. And it just looks like Winder-Barrow simply just isn't prepared.
That's as of now, but like I said earlier, there's always time for improvement. Anything can happen. We're only in the first quarter. There's a lot of game left. We just got to see if Winder has that dog in them to, perform on that kind of level and make a very great comeback. It would be really nice. But Habersham, they're on a roll right now as she's shooting her second free throw. And it's
you
good.
See that box out by Bella Harris.
That's something.
This goes to show another physical player. This team, the grit and grind, right? They're a team that you get it how you live it, and they work for it.
And that was a bad. That was
but
a
right
call.
now, I'll tell you what. Right now, they're as non-composed as a team could possibly be right now.
Yeah, I think
They're lacking composure.
they're not syncing right now. I'm seeing a little bit of miscommunication and certain turnovers.
Number
that's
35
unnecessary.
kind of pass off the court. But another thing is she's young, which is not excusable, but it's understandable. It's empathizable.
Of
But
course.
it's something, you have to be able to keep your composure.
And look at
To
how
be in a game like this, to be down 18-3, your home court, in front of your home fans. And a nice, strong rebound by Bella Harris. She grabs the board over multiple defenders.
really physical. Really
Physical, long, athletic. Now, Bella Harris, I don't know if you guys know, but she plays more than one sport. She's also a softball player. All-region softball player. So she has a very athletic background.
Man, we're gonna need
Addison
a
Smith
real.
bounced the ball.
We're gonna need a real switch or a turnaround. See, as you can see, miscommunication
Just
right
a real
there.
lack of communication right
Out
now.
of bounds. That's bad. We're the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs. We need it all sink in. If we
It's
want
actually out of bounds, but it's a push first on Habersham Central.
Oh, okay. So okay, foul.
Number 24, Winder-Barrow will inbound the ball from the sideline. 5.8 seconds remaining. Winder-Barrow hopes to get off a quick shot. Hopefully get some momentum going heading into the second quarter.
Student section's doing the best they
Want
can
to
to
see
support.
something good, go for your team right now.
Keeler with the ball,
Good
pass to the
finish.
paint.
Good
That was
finish.
a beautiful finish. That's the way to end the quarter. That's the way to end the
That's
quarter.
the momentum they need.
That's what they needed. A couple defensive stops will be okay. Not too bad. Not
First
too bad.
quarter of our ladies, Bulldogs, Winder-Barrow, varsity girls game. Habersham Central 18, Winder-Barrow 5.
Coach Guerin has to be planning something out crazy because we're going to need it. We're going to need to come out in the second quarter swinging, doing the best we can to make this comeback.
What you want to come out and do first is you want to get the stops.
Right, of course.
Because teams that cannot defend cannot win games.
And defense wins games.
Championships.
They win games,
is what you hear.
Of course.
And it's true. They want to come out here. They want to get stops, right? Because not only is that beneficial for you in decreasing the margin of the scoreboard. But also, once you get their players to start missing some shots, their confidence factor goes down. Right now, these Habersham girls, they feel pretty confident. They feel pretty
They're
good
really
going into the
confident,
second period.
I will
because,
admit.
I mean, they're 18-5 on a team that they beat by 3 points on their home court. Now they're 18-5 up by 13
I guess
on their home, on Winder-Barrow's home court. So I think Winder-Barrow has to come out really composed here. They want to come out here. They want to get stops defensively.
Right.
Good defense turns into good offense. If they can generate the stops defensively, they will be better on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, that's pretty factuals. I mean, I guess that's why I like players like Kobe and MJ. They bring out the defense. They show that defense can win games. Play defense, show great offense, be perfectly fine. Winder-Barrow setting out in the zone.
My man said Kobe and MJ.
Of course, man.
Don't you mean Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
Oh,
Anyways,
no.
Keely Robinson with the fast break. She gets fouled.
Okay, we're starting off right. Defensive stop.
Something we've seen, a rule change that we've actually seen is if you foul from behind in the NBA, I don't know if it applies to high school. I wonder if it applies to GHSA rules. I wonder if we can get a handbook on that.
Yeah.
But there is a new take foul rule in the NBA where if you foul a player while they're in a fast break from behind, it is registered as a technical foul, and they shoot free throws and get the ball back. But I don't know if it's like that in high school.
Not sure.
But it looks
Something
like
to
a
think
take
about.
foul. Which is why I mentioned
Habersham with the
that.
shot, and it goes in.
And one three-pointer, that's rare right there.
That was
Addison
a
Smith,
beautiful
great
shot.
closeout, but you have to watch the feet. Remember, if a three-point shooter does not have space on their landing due to the defender,
that
is a foul.
A clear shooting foul.
Now, Addison Smith, great closeout with a high hand, making her shoot over her long length. However,
she missed the free throw and couldn't make it a 4-point play. But Keeley coming up the court, we got to make something shake here. Score is 21-5.
Another thing, you kind of want to push the ball before Habersham is able to get into this set defense.
Yeah, because as you
One
can
thing
see,
you do see about Coach Guerin, though, is she does run a lot of sets.
Yeah.
And back to what you were saying, Tookie?
Like, as you can see, I don't know if you're noticing, but Habersham is really, they're trying to stop. Like, I can see they're trapping the big man out, like, a lot. And the shot went in, but it looks like it didn't count.
Wow. They shoot a lot of threes. They take a lot of threes, and they make a lot of threes. That's the evolution of the style of basketball that we've seen in the modern era.
It is. I mean,
they take a lot of threes, and they make a lot of threes.
Inspiration from one of the greatest basketball players of all time, in my opinion, Stephen Curry.
Absolutely, Stephen Curry. But, you know, later tonight, we get to see another team.
Another great team.
Another team that shoots a lot of threes, and they make a lot of threes. Winder-Barrow's men's basketball team.
That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game against Habersham. Like we've been saying all broadcast, a marquee matchup. We want you to stay tuned with us for that game.
6 minutes left in this second quarter, 25-1. Can Winder-Barrow get a point here?
Fumbler by Tookie, 21-5.
20. Wait, did I just say 4?
It's
Thank
okay,
you,
it's
Dion.
Okay. It's okay. I'm the grammar police, so.
Oh, no. I don't know about that one. But if you want it, you can have it. Looks like they're playing a little slow pace. Habersham looks pretty set on their defense, and that's another defensive stop.
Looks like Keita was trying to draw a foul right there. No foul call. Habersham pushes the ball to the corner.
And notice
working it around the wing, back to the top of the key.
Yeah, notice how they get it to the top of the key every time. They make sure they slow their offense down. They're not rushing. They're just reading the zone. As you can see on the right wing, they make that pass. They're looking for any open spaces. Anything.
And Winder-Barrow, they're doing a good job defensively right now with making
make a move.
They just did a good job defensively of making Habersham work late within that shot clock. There's 35 seconds within our shot clocks. And GHSA, and relatively for this game, they haven't been using a lot of it. They've been scoring pretty quickly, relatively quickly, but Winder-Barrow was able to make them shave off some time on the clock right there.
Oh, yeah.
Clock resets to 25. Corner, three-pointer. Air ball. And I don't know right there.
I really
just fell out of her hands, I guess.
It just fell out of her hands, man.
You have to do a better job of ball security right there.
You have to. One of the main important things in basketball, ball security.
Have to do a better job of ball security right there.
Habersham Center coming in for the inbound. Let's see how Winder-Barrow can try to make a change in her defense this play. And she goes up for a layup and she misses it. I don't know, man.
The refs tonight not scared to hold on to the whistle. They're calling a lot of a lot of calls tonight.
They're making sure.
Looks like this has been a pretty evenly officiated game through these first 2 quarters.
I mean, Habersham, they're really doing a lot right now, man.
And it just goes to show the discipline that this team has. Habersham,
Like I said, 2 great competitors.
3-pointer.
And it's not good. We missed
Good
it.
shot.
Good rebound. Good hustle. I mean,
Good
an
hustle
attempt
for
to go
offensive
the
rebound.
offensive
You got to anticipate that better. I have to anticipate that long rebound better.
Habersham's in a really good position. Do you think they're intentionally slowing the pace?
Not necessarily. I think Winder-Barrow has done a better job of figuring out what Habersham wants to do on the offense side of the ball. Keely Robinson with a strong take to the basket. She gets fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Number 10, Keely Robinson.
That would have been really nice if that would have went in, because that's kind of what we need. But we like the aggressive, take, not being nervous to take up the shot because we need them bad.
But, yeah, back to what I was saying. Habersham, they want to shoot a lot of threes, and Winder-Barrow has figured that out. So they're kind of sitting in those gaps more of those skip passes that Habersham wants to throw to get their shooters looks and opportunities to score the basketball. So we'll see how they continue to progress, how they continue to dissect their defense or their offense for that matter as well throughout this night.
It's a lot going on tonight, man. Like we said, just straight entertainment.
A lot of time left, baby, a lot of time.
A lot of time. Anything can happen. 3-pointer from Habersham, and it goes in, man.
Number 3 with the hot hand.
With the hot hand. Habersham is really bringing out the hammer tonight.
And she has been the key factor. She is the reason that this scoreboard margin is a 17-point differential right now.
Man.
She's really shooting the ball. She's really shooting the ball well. She's shooting the lights out.
Man, hard fail on the ground right
Coda
there.
3.
Boom! Great shot. Okay, way to change
Riley
it around.
Herndon with the 3-point basket.
Score is currently 24-10 right now.
And she falls on the defense side, but she gets back up. And look, back to what I was saying. Look, they're playing more in those gaps. They're playing with more anticipation, guys.
Of course.
This team, they feel the energy. They feel the surge. The cheerleaders are going. The fans are cheering. Traveling violation.
And we got the ball right back.
10-24. This is the kind of momentum that they needed to build. Now this is the kind of momentum that they need to stick with.
Okay, inbound. Keely Robinson with the inbound to 35. Way to come up the court. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay.
Working her way around the 3-point line.
They must be patient.
Actually surprised that she hasn't taken a number of 3-point shots tonight so far through this game. Interesting to see how she will get involved.
And earlier in the game, turnovers has been a problem, but I can see Winder-Barrow slowing down the passes a little bit.
She is looking very passive.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She's caught on her dribble.
Keely
Keely
with a
Robinson
3.
shoots the 3.
And she missed it.
No good. But that's another one of Winder-Barrow's great 3-point shooters. Stop ball. Good hands. Keely Robinson anticipated the pass. Keely Robinson. She's really good in those lanes defensively because she plays flag football. She has a background in flag football as a receiver, as a defensive back.
Of course.
So she has that background in playing those lanes. If this were 2K, she would have interceptor badge on Hall of Fame.
Oh, I would probably say legend.
Hey.
And that's a turnover. I mean, it happens, like we need to.
Score is 24-10 with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining left.
We might need to make an update here on the screen, but
24
the
to 10.
The
score is 24-10.
Bulldogs 10, Habersham 24.
Kick out to the corner. Ariana
Kick
works
back out to the
within
wing.
the paint.
Goes into the paint.
Looks like it could have been a foul. Refs think it was a block.
And Habersham, they're going to take it.
We'll see how they get back and defend on transition here. Another
great
one.
look, another one. Oh, man. Habersham has the hot
She's
hand
just
tonight.
sparking it.
She is just letting it loose. Like, it's crazy. I mean, if I was Winder-Barrow, I would probably change from just the zone, their type of zone that they're playing right now, because it's leaving the wings open.
It's something that you – go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. But it's like leaving the wings open a little bit. Maybe the shifting could be a little better. Maybe, we're going to get right eventually. But I mean, what do you think?
Right, I absolutely agree on you, or agree with you. Sorry, my apologies. But another thing to notice is number 3 shots haven't touched the rim.
At all.
I mean,
Every shot that went in was nothing but net. That's
so
pretty
this
consistent.
This is the kind of night that she's having. Look at her. She's
Another
feeling
one
it again.
from 3. Okay, three is really confident. That's the confidence that a team really needs. Any team really. You know, the confidence is what makes these players do what they do in terms of scoring the ball 9 times out of 10. If you're really confident, you know, you're going to shoot it.
They work the ball well within that high post area.
Yeah.
In that 3-point area, they work the ball well.
Yeah.
They're fights hard for the rebound. Kwashi's on the ground.
And they're really working it well in the zone. Like, just pay attention to the Habersham's offense while playing zone. Like, they're looking for really, like, it's insane. I kind of like it. And it's just, we need to change something up. It's been a really slow game for Winder-Barrow as it's
roughly 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Yep. Passing the paint, layup, and
pass thrown into the post by Addison. She's bigger than everybody else. She fails to finish. Got to have the composure to be able to finish that close to the basket.
And it's a shot in the paint, and it goes in. Habersham
can't get lost on defense. Winder-Barrow right now, their girls team just looks lost.
Yeah, like that's what I was talking about. Like they're not sinking right now.
It looks like it appears to be Tookie. Winder-Barrow's girls have turned our doghouse into a puppy cage.
Yeah, you know.
3-pointer by Riley Herndon in the corner. No good, failed to connect.
Way to get a defensive stop here.
Steal by Malaya Johnson. 3-point shot by Ariana Harris.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And I told you guys, she's a great shooter. She's a phenomenal shooter. I think she has the ability to stretch the ball really well. But I think she's going to have to take a lot more of those shots if she wants to help her team to be able to respond to this deficit that they went in the first half.
Yeah, like you said earlier, you can't count a player out like that. Like, player like that, you know, ready to shoot it. Oh, Habersham with another shot. Oh, okay.
She's feeling it.
She's feeling it a lot.
She's feeling it.
Okay, can we turn this to a fast break?
47 seconds. Ariana Harris with the press. Or the fast break. I apologize.
Aggressive.
And
aggressive. But
it counts, baby.
Is that a charge or would
They're
that
calling
be
blocking?
Yep.
Yep.
And one. Takes the ball coast to coast. Strong, athletic, physical finish by Ariana Harris. She's going to go to the free throw line.
And that's what they need.
And just like that, quickly, a potential 6-point swing for Winder-Barrow. That's the kind of team that they're going to have to be in this second half if they want a chance to stick around in this game.
Oh, yeah,
they're going to have to come out swinging.
I agree. Let's see if we can turn this to a 3-point play. Free throw, is it a success? And it's off a little bit. Habersham with the rebound.
Habersham secures the rebound, pushing the ball up the sideline. Pass to number 30.
They're looking for 3 a lot. That little left wing right there, like they're reading the that's what I mean by Habersham. They're reading the defense, and it's like they're getting open off of this zone, and they're playing it perfectly, and they got the right person in the right wing. She's making a lot of shots.
I've kind of lost track, but I think she's about I think she's at 4 threes in the first half alone.
If I'm not mistaken, because she's hit a lot of shots so far.
4 threes in the first half alone. That's 12 points off of 3-pointers alone. One player.
Her stats line is gonna look really good by the end
now.
of this
Also,
game.
she is a high volume 3-point shooter. She takes a lot, but she makes a lot at a high efficiency. So.
Oh yeah.
We are that kind of player. You can afford to do that kind of thing. You can afford to do that kind of thing and take those type of shots.
And the way that they're playing with their offense, like this game, they're not making a lot of movement, so I can see this being a long-term, like, effective game plan by Habersham Central.
And what happens when you go down like this at your home court is you come back out and you leave it all on the floor, because at that point you have nothing to lose, right? They're getting beat on their home court. These are the moments that they have to respond. They have to go in the locker room, sit down and talk. And they need to respond. They need to pick up their ferocity. They need to pick up their intensity. They need to be a better team in the second half of this game if they want to have a chance of winning.
I agree.
Coach Guerin, on the night that she celebrates her 100th win, She does not want to celebrate it with a loss. She wants to celebrate it with a victory.
And you know, there's still plenty of basketball left as we are going
Absolutely.
into the third quarter, halftime. Score is currently 32-15. I mean, we just got to make a change here. That's all we got to do. We got to make a change. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of basketball left. Don't know what's going to happen at all. Will the Dogs come out swinging, or will Habersham continue with the streak?
We shall see. This halftime, we are going to bring to you some segments that we have recorded throughout this week. We followed our Winder-Barrow basketball team to an elementary school as they went to go generate some hype and give back to the youth and the roots to their old stomping grounds.
Now we follow our men's basketball players as they return to their old stomping grounds, the birthplace of historically great players leading a historically great season.
You want to come watch him play? Really? What? We might need to throw you in the game. Jordan Samuel. You don't know who Jordan Samuel is?
He's Shannon Jordan.
No.
Yes, he is.
So there you go. You better come watch him then, man.
All right, and just then, what you just saw right there was basketball players and coaches traveling to that elementary school to help support and give back, right, to those young elementary students. The player that you saw right there was Jordan Samuel. He's a high-intensity player. He's an athletic beast. He's a machine. He is a monster. He is integral to Winder-Barrow's success. He will be a key factor tonight in the matchup against Habersham Central. It's going to be wonderful to be able to see what he does tonight.
Oh, yeah, of course. And may I say, you know, we've all been to elementary school. We've all been there before. And I know as a kid, for me personally, to see a basketball player like Jordan Samuel come to my school, it would be just a blessing. Great performer. You know, anything like that, like any older sports player, I mean, hey, love to see it, man.
Like Jordan Samuel. Wow. Tookie. Fantastic. Well,
it was fantastic. Fantastic. F-A-N-tastic. Fan. Big fan. But you know.
But seriously, right.
Performer.
About a little bit about Jordan Samuel is he's one half of this duo, this big time duo in the state of Georgia. The Samuel brothers, right? These two brothers have gained a lot of traction recently over these past 2 years. That's one of the most dynamic brother duos in the state. These are two guys who are truly, I mean, it's like their parents won the kid lottery, right? Two players who are both tall in stature and size, two true professionals on the court, two true professionals off of the court. I mean, Jordan Samuel is a really likable guy. Like I said, I can't wait to see what he does tonight.
I agree, man. I agree. Two great performers. And speaking of the Samuels, Jaron has accomplished 1,000 points. That's what, a junior?
1,000 points.
That is amazing, bro. That's outstanding.
It's amazing, but once you analyze his career, right, and we're following him. We've been following him since his freshman year, since he's been a varsity starter. Right. His freshman year, he was a varsity starter. And that's why these kind of things are expected of him. Because we knew Jaron was going to be a heck of a kid.
So he was destined for greatness.
Special. Yeah.
Destined for greatness.
Absolutely. We knew Jaron was going to be a special player. Now, how quickly he progressed, and how quickly he became special, I don't think anybody anticipated him to be as good as he was, but we anticipated him to be good. We anticipated him to be great.
Right.
But I mean, if you look at his track record, you're talking about a guy since his freshman year has been an all-state team or all-state player.
Oh, yeah.
He's held all-state honors. So
Oh, yeah. You can only be
multiple
proud of the
Division I
kid,
college
man.
offers.
You can only be proud of that kid, man. Amazing player.
He is the leader of this team.
That's why I'm looking forward to the varsity boys as well,
As am I. But you're going to have to wait because we still have some jam-packed action for you tonight. The second half of the girls' game is coming up in about 4 minutes. Score is 32. Habersham Central, 15, Winder-Barrow.
So get you a cup of water, maybe some popcorn, kick your feet up. We still got more game
Get
time.
you some snacks, man.
Get you some
Mike and
snacks.
Ike's.
Some Mike and Ike's, maybe some Skittles.
Some Mike and Ike's, some Skittles. I don't know. I might send somebody to the concession stand myself.
I might just walk across this court and jump inside of the concession stand because it might be about that time. Approximately 3 minutes left until this halftime will be over, and we'll be getting back to the game of Habersham Central versus Winder-Barrow Bulldogs.
to our second half of basketball, everybody. The second half of our ladies varsities basketball game, Winder-Barrow Bulldogs versus Habersham Central Raiders. Habersham Central with a big lead, up 32-15 as we begin this third quarter. And Winder-Barrow stays in that zone. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments they've made coming out of halftime.
Like
and it looks like they're in that intensity, right?
Okay, wait a minute.
And that's something that we can see.
That's something we need right there. That's what we need right there.
Within that zone defense is getting into those gaps, right? It's something that I mentioned earlier. Is Keely plays in those gaps so well, particularly because she played flag football.
Oh, yeah, that's Keely Robinson all day, man. Aggressive, great defense right there. Great defense.
I always love seeing how players are able to incorporate things into basketball from other assets of
from other athletic sports.
Exactly. And that's a beautiful example of what she just did there. Looking for a pass, Addison Smith. Addison Smith shoots a three ball.
Ooh! That was perfect.
Smith with the three.
That was perfect.
And this is how you want to come out to start this half. Scores 32-18.
32-18. There's a lot of time for basketball left. You know, approximately 7 minutes remaining. The score is 32-18. Let's get that updated on the screen.
Habersham Central takes a timeout.
It'd be really nice if we get the scoreboard here. Yep, looking nice. Little timeout needed.
It's a wonderful day.
It is a wonderful day, Dion.
It is a wonderful day. I mean,
great day.
What's better than a day that we get a double powerhouse decker?
Hey.
Between our Bulldogs.
Amazing day, man.
And guys, I don't know if you know, but just the bird is the word.
Bird's the word.
The bird is the word. This game is not only just very important to some players because of the standings and the region and the hype and the rankings and the fact that Winder-Barrow lost to Habersham the first time out, all things considered, but it's also a little personal fire.
Oh, yeah.
Right, with a little vendetta.
I agree.
Between these two teams. These two teams are guys who respect each other, but really don't like each other. So.
And don't forget, we are really in the presence of real future prospects and professionals. Some of these players may end up eventually getting the WNBA. Like, you never know. We're in the presence of real talent right here. Although we are losing Winder-Barrow, but we always improve. Always room for improvement. And this game is still not over. It's not over.
Right, I was talking to some men's basketball players before this broadcast started earlier today, and they were telling me about how, as soon as they lost to Habersham Central at Habersham, they were telling me about how they waited 36 days anticipating the day that they would be able to play this game.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of the fact they had several games in between, for 36 days, this is the night that they anticipated.
Oh, yeah. They've been waiting for this night. I know it's all built up. I talked to some earlier. They're really amped up.
Ladies and gentlemen, guys, y'all can dang sure believe that I'm anticipating it as well.
Oh, for sure.
I've been ready for Habersham to come step into the dog pound, and here they are. Foul call. Bit controversial as we see the student section go up in uproar. Number 13 shooting a free throw.
And it goes in. You know, they're kind of, I may say Habersham is kind of keeping their foot on Winder-Barrow's neck right now.
Absolutely. Every time that Winder-Barrow's been able to throw a punch, Habersham has been able to respond, which has kind of taken and sucked the life out of this women's team tonight.
I mean, I will say, yeah, they have been countering a lot of strikes tonight.
Right,
I mean,
absolutely. And that's one of the hardest encounters that you'll have as a basketball team or as a basketball player. Right, it's somebody that responds immediately after you respond.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but that's a part of your composure, and that is a part of the culture that Coach Guerin has built here for Winder-Barrow.
And that, you know, they're not sinking right now. Like, there was a pass to Keely Robinson, and it almost went out. And there was a steal from Habersham.
There seems to be a sense of lackadaisicalness over the court right now.
I agree.
And I'll tell you what, the scoreboard may suggest that Habersham is just far more superior than Winder-Barrow is. That's what the scoreboard suggests. However, that's not the case.
It's not the case.
The case is simply Winder-Barrow has failed to stay together they fail to stay composed while Habersham is going on a run. Right? Basketball, we know. Basketball is a game of runs. Habersham is went on a run. Habersham is keep going on runs. Winder-Barrow just fails to respond. When they fail to respond, they break down.
Timeout. Lady Dogs, 30 seconds. Timeout.
JD stepped down. For real? And bounce the ball behind half court to Keely Robinson, number 10.
Man, great defense by Habersham. Keely got the ball
Keely
back
Robinson with the steal.
Ah,
Can't finish. And it looks like Habersham has a player slow to get up to their feet, slow to get back.
Just pay attention to the
Habersham swings
formation.
that ball into the corner. They get that ball into the corner. They're working it on that bottom baseline.
Just pay attention
Right back to the middle of the
Habersham.
paint. Float, no good.
Pay
Winder-Barrow
attention to-
rebounds the ball.
Just pay attention to Habersham's formation on offense. They make sure they keep the floor spread. There's always two on the wing because they're expecting the zone defense. And they're looking for the shot. You know, number 3 is not on the court right now. That was the one with the hot hand earlier in the game. But 5 took her place. And 35
Brianna
the layup,
Harris
and it's
with the tough
good.
finish.
And it's good.
That's another part of her game that's really underrated is her ability to get inside the paint and finesse her way around to score. She's not the tallest player on the court. However, she's always able to score within that painted area because she's crafty. She's a crafty finisher.
And Habersham with the great save. Thought it was out of bounds.
She's
Wait.
also physical. She'll go straight into you. Am I lying, Tookie?
You're not lying.
She'll go straight into your chest.
Straight into your chest. And it's a timeout. And, you know, man, may I say the student section today, bro. The student section today has been really showing a lot of support.
Absolutely. Look at the student section today. They are dressed up. Can we get it? Can we get a camera on the student section? They are dressed up like traffic cones.
Like traffic cones, man. It's
Traffic
crazy.
cones. If we could. But it really just shows the level of support that the students at this school have. Look at
As you can see,
that
look at
background right
man.
there.
Look at that background right there, man. That's a beautiful thing. You know, it takes determination and dedication
Highlighter.
for the
Hey,
school.
Tookie, orange or neon? Which traffic cone are you
I
tonight?
might be the neon, bro. I might be the neon.
Shoot, me, I'm black, man. I'm the black traffic cone. All black. All black.
All black. Score is 36-20 right now. Winder-Barrow is down with approximately 3 minutes left of the game. Keely comes up the court,
Keely,
and she
gotta
has
take care of the ball. Dives to the floor. Jump ball.
clear jump ball right there.
Jump ball central.
I don't know. Do you think Winder can really change or turn this around at this point?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Do you think Winder-Barrow can really change this around at this point?
Yeah. They have, even if they don't have the opportunity to win this game, right, with the way that they've been playing, even if they don't have the opportunity to win this game, certainly they have the opportunity to compete and make this game competitive, right? Regardless, whether you win or you lose on your home court, you don't want to let them come in here and cakewalk over you.
At all.
That says bad precedence, that says bad standard. That says, because then that sends a message to the rest of the region that, hey, it doesn't matter if we play Winder-Barrow
At their
our
home.
house
They're
or
going to
their
lose.
house.
They're going to lose.
Right.
And
so that's the
not
kind of mentality that you don't want teams to carry inside of your school.
You don't want to
like
give
we
them that
said,
type of
you
confidence.
have to defend home court. You have to be able to win at home. But if they can make this game competitive, then I don't think that message is as clear Habersham, I mean, let's just call it what it is. This is a good basketball team.
Facts, and
We're
especially if we
watching
can
a
make
good
a comeback.
basketball team with good basketball players right now. And
Keely
you know,
dropped it there.
once again, I don't necessarily think the gap between the two teams is that monumental as the scoreboard would suggest.
Yeah.
However, I do believe that the level of effort is, right?
Yeah.
The Raiders are coming out here and they're playing like they want to win. Simple as that. And sometimes that's all it comes down to. It's not better matchups and not better systems and schemes and coaching and officiating, refereeing, whatever the case may be. You can make all excuses in the world.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to come out here and play hard at the end.
You have to. Hard work pays off, bro. That's just the way it is. That's how life is, man.
Play every game like your last. Keely Robinson defended the ball at the top of the key.
Going down by 15. I mean, we can really change this around. They got a lot of basketball left. 13 with the shots, and it's
Keely
not
Robinson the
good.
rebound. She's going to push the break. Another thing that you notice about Habersham's offense is those two wings that they keep high that Tookie mentioned earlier. They keep those two wings on opposite sides of the court that they keep there in that place, in that position. They're very high on the three-point line.
They are
right?
very high on the three-point line.
They're extending that three-point line. They're extending the area in which they have to work within that high post to create those kickouts.
But that's great spacing. That's great spacing,
absolutely.
man. You got to admit that's great spacing.
It's something that you have to attribute to the coaching. Credit to Habersham's coaches that came out here prepared tonight for this Winder-Barrow defense.
Ooh, that was a clear elbow by Keely Robinson. That was pretty aggressive, but it's all right.
That was number 10, Keely Robinson.
And once again, you get a look at that student section.
Get a look at that student section.
And
man.
guys, trust me, this isn't it. This isn't the whole crowd for tonight.
It's not. It's going to
not the
get
whole
more
crowd for
packed
tonight.
tonight.
Absolutely.
Just stay tuned for the Varsity Boys game. Stay tuned. We got more time, more basketball left, more entertainment, things of that nature.
Ariana Harris with the pass.
Ooh, a nice spin move.
Tay
Number
gets
2 with the
inside,
layup.
works her way inside.
That was a nice attempt. I may admit myself.
Good way to get inside, though.
Great way to get inside. That was beautiful.
And tough finish as well. Just have to convert.
Some of the things you got to acknowledge. Although it's a miss, you can't take away
And now
the
look at this on number
aggressiveness.
3. They're actually going into the face guard. Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Winder-Barrow earlier, they were sitting in that zone defense. Now it looks like they've gone into
change.
more so of a man, and they're face guarding number 3, trying to eliminate her out of the game. She's been a huge factor for Habersham. And she is the key to the success tonight. She is the reason for the 15-point differential in our scoreboard.
Habersham has still been doing what they can. I mean, they've been getting the stops. They've been stuck at 36. That may change here at the free throw line as she's going to get 2 free throws,
Right,
number 13.
Right, and as you see the frustration. As you see the frustration from Keely Robinson.
You can see it. She's not liking it. She's not enjoying this.
But, you know, that's not unexpected. Players that give everything that they have to give on the court, typically, when things don't go their way, you can see the frustration start to leak out.
And, you know, that just shows that's not a bad thing. It just shows that they care. They don't want to lose.
Obviously, we're human, right?
We're human.
It's human, so.
They don't want to lose. They want to win. They come out doing the best they can. And, you know, to see a outcome that's not expected, you know, that can bring it out of a person. But
yeah, we're human, but Jaren Samuel's a little bit more human than everybody else.
Too early.
Blooper alert. Blooper compilation.
Blooper compilation, man.
Blooper compilation 2025.
Let's pretend that didn't happen. Free throw, and it's good.
Rattles around the rim and in for good.
Yeah, they like to call that a toilet bowl back in the day.
Toilet bowl flush. Splash of a toilet drop. All right, we have the sound effects here in the studio with us tonight. Ariana Harris with the screen from Addison Smith.
And see,
Are they going to call that a legal screen?
Is it? Oh, it's looking like a trans. Oh, yep. See, like, at this point, Winder-Barrow, they can't make any more mistakes. They can't make any more mistakes. They have to score
They can't
every
afford
play.
to make mistakes. And then you look at this score, you look at the way that they've been playing, you look at the momentum. There's one more quarter left to play. 8 minutes left in this game after the 51 seconds in this third. Winder-Barrow's chances of winning this game are looking slim, but like I said, they can hope to make this competitive. Give Habersham the fight that they came here thinking they were going to get.
And like you said, the way Habersham has been performing, some would say it's about that time to throw in a towel, but I say nonsense. I mean, it's not. I mean, you know, game's not over until you see 0.00 on the clock.
What took you here?
.36 seconds left. Coming up the court, Winder-Barrow. Ooh, okay.
Works the ball into the corner.
A little bit of passes.
Back to the top area here. Sidestep three.
And it's not good. Rebound.
Rebound by Bella Harris. Offensive rebounds are so crucial. Second chance points, you always want to generate those. Bella Harris being strong.
Sorry.
Forgot. I forgot. I'm sorry. Sorry. I had to.
Like you said earlier.
I told you guys. I am a fan of the game. I have to compose myself. It's not even nearly as bad as it's going to get for the night.
Oh, yeah. Great catch. Great shot. Way to find a spot.
Good catch and shoot opportunity.
That's a rebound.
Good hustle. See, that's the kind of hustle that you would like to see on the court, though. Good hands.
Great hands. Great hands.
Out of bounds. Winder-Barrow ball.
It looked like it might be out on Habersham. Yep. Winder-Barrow's ball.
3 seconds left. Going to have to throw up a prayer.
A nice shot. If a shot right here could go in, that would be really nice.
Rolls the ball.
That's a great
This is
technique.
a high IQ play. This is high octane basketball right here.
Great shot. Great attempt. Great attempt. Man, what needs to happen here in the fourth quarter, Dion?
What needs to happen here in this fourth quarter? I mean, at this point in the game, all you can do is lead and lay it out on the court.
You gotta do the best you can,
That's
man.
all you can do,
That's
right?
all you can do.
Regardless of whether you win or lose, you want to be able to say that you threw a punch.
Yeah, of course.
So Winder-Barrow, if they're going to go down here, they want to go down swinging. If I'm Coach Guerin, I'm telling this team right now, the chances of us winning, they aren't very big. But I'm also telling them that this is what we know that happens in basketball. Sometimes you lose basketball games, but that does not give you the opportunity, nor does it give you the excusability to be able to say, I quit, I give up, or to play with that mentality in the court, because it's cancerous. And once you see one player do it, another player starts to do it, and it starts affecting every asset of your team. That's cancerous. You don't want to do that to your team. You don't want to be a cancer. So you want to go out here in this fourth quarter. You want to leave it all on the floor. You want to lay it all out. You just want to compete.
That sounds like a definition of the mama mentality right there. Never give up.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Great player. And it's a three from Habersham, and they missed. I peeped, or I've noticed, that Habersham has been missing a couple shots.
Rebounds.
And it's an and one. As soon as I said that they've been missing shots.
No, I don't particularly think that was a foul, but hey, I'm not a referee. I'm not in stripes tonight. Although I should be.
I mean, I agree. I think we should be out there refereeing the game. Free throw, number 14, and it's good.
And actually, while we're in this fourth quarter, coming to the closing of this game, this actually reminds me of the time that we played Habersham when Habersham was once in our region before at Winder-Barrow. That was my freshman year. Yeah, that was my freshman year. That was when Tim Loud and Jeremiah Holloway were the star guard duo.
Star players.
Yeah,
right.
With the star guard duo.
I remember that.
And Habersham, I've always remembered them to be a team this gritty grind. Right? They're a team that plays hard.
Right.
They're a team that's fundamental.
On both boys and girls.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They're disciplined. Right. That's part of who they are. Discipline. And sometimes discipline matters a lot in basketball.
It does. It really does.
Sometimes you can be out athlete. You can be out athletic through the game.
You can.
Out athleted through the game, right? Sometimes you can be shot out the game. Sometimes you can shoot yourself out the game.
You can.
Sometimes discipline wins you games.
It's about being disciplined, man. Being humble about every situation everything you do in basketball takes discipline, man.
Keely Robinson with the fast break.
And it's
Tough finish. She tries to finish over two defenders, but strong rebound. Kicks out to Addison Smith for the three.
And it's not good.
Just misses off the right rim.
It's about that
Ball
time.
back
There's
up top to
7 minutes
Ariana.
left. 7 minutes left. We got to score here.
Ball thrown in the post to Addison.
If we want to swing.
Addison chooses to go to work.
Great attempt.
I'm sorry.
But it's not good.
Sadie Chambers, return.
I mean, you know, the players like to stay. Some players like to be in good spirits, but I could tell frustration in some of the players' emotions and their facial expressions. I mean, we hate to see it, man. We hate to see our dogs fall short, especially in their home court advantage benefits.
17-point game, 6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining.
That left wing, you can see it, the way that they're looking for the open spots. They're trying to break the zone. It's pretty smart what they're doing, and it's a great shot. But it's a
They
miss.
get the ball to the top of the key. Take a three-point jump shot.
Keely Robinson coming up the court. It's 6 minutes left.
Ariana Harris
Habersham up 40. Winder-Barrow
tries to work her
down 20.
defender.
Ooh, with the three-pointer.
Looks like she got a piece of it, number 14.
I'm not sure if we're going to be
Habersham
able to.
pushing the ball. Fast break opportunity.
And that's a layup, and
Failure
it's
to
good.
transition by the Bulldogs. Layup on the back end by Habersham Central.
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to throw that strike to Habersham. This might be one of those games where, you know, we just take our loss and learn from it.
Right. This is one of those games that you look back and you obviously reflect on as a learning moment.
Of course.
Right. This is one of those games that you dissect heavily in film. You go back and you watch and you really break apart, break down what all you did, the losing factors that caused you to lose this game, and the winning things that you did, and how can you do more of them?
Right.
Like we saw the good dribble penetration and buckets
And
by
physicality.
by Ariana, and then the physicality by Addison, by Bella. You want to see that more. You want to see that throughout the entire stretch of the game, not just through just a phase of the game.
Of
Take
course.
a shot tough shot right there.
Great shot, great form.
But good rebound, good tip out by Addison.
Yeah, this is one of them things you just got to do a bunch of film studying.
Every time that she's in that low post area, she's always a threat to rebound the ball, whether it's offense or defense.
That's a great layup by Habersham Central.
But there has to be a better team effort in rebounding the basketball.
Of course, I agree.
A team that rebounds the ball particularly well. Winder-Barrow's men's Bulldogs varsity team rebound the ball particularly well. Two players that average over 7 rebounds a game.
Keely with the recovery. Let's see if Keely can turn this into a point.
Keely.
Way to get inside the paint. Way to get inside the paint. That's nice.
Addison with the tough putback finish.
Great putback by Addison. That was a nice little way to. That was a nice
right, and that just
method.
goes apart to her being bigger than everybody else. That was
Right.
a good job by Keely getting down.
Keely Robinson, of course.
Getting down there in that paint, the dribble drive penetration. But you got to be able to finish right there.
Look
Too
at
wide
that.
open, too close to the basket.
But if you look at that right
but
wing,
she always has good hands. Look at her in the lane once again. Pushes the break behind the back, slows the ball. Sees Addison in the corner. Addison rips, dribbles to the baseline. Oh, hard foul.
ooh, that like a hard foul. Did she just hit her head on the ground? Oh, that was a tough.
She's
fall, but
tough.
She got right back up. She's tough. She's tough. As you can see, she's holding the back of her head a little bit.
She comes from a tough family, a tough household, right? If you don't know, Addison Smith, father, is the sheriff of Barrow County. Her brother, starting quarterback for Winder-Barrow for numerous years.
Great.
Right, so this is somebody who's grown up, right? She's grown up tough. She's grown up to be tough, and it reflects on her style of play on the court.
Of course. Habersham coming down the court. 3 minutes left in this game of basketball. Coming up, we have the varsity boys, so stay tuned for a great game.
Daytona Underwood.
Don't forget, tonight before that, we have a special presentation for celebrating the 100th win of Coach Travis McDaniel and Coach Kimberly Garrett.
That's amazing, dude. That's
Two people who have truly shifted the culture. They've brought innovation to the way that Winder basketball operates itself, the Winder basketball machine. I mean, Coach Mack is really elevating players in terms of post-graduation and what they can do. He's expanding the possibilities of what they can do with their basketball talent. That's not something to be taken for granted. I know that he's a huge networker, right? He contacts a lot of coaches, a lot of different basketball people, and he has a lot of those contacts, right? So, you know, when you have a coach, that's the kind of culture that he wants. He wants to build you up and prepare you for the next level. I mean, it's no reason to wonder. It's no reason that we wonder why they're in the position that they're in now.
And, you know, a lot of people like to only acknowledge the players on the court. They forget about the coaches. You know, the coaches,
Right, absolutely.
in my opinion, the coaches motivate these players. You know, they lead them in the right direction. They do the best they can. They will never tell their players anything wrong. They will do the best they can to make them successful.
Right, to that point, this is the best group of guys that we've seen at Winder-Barrow ever.
Oh, for sure.
Ever.
For sure.
This group of guys are 17-2, right? They're coming off of a season where the year prior, they set the school record for most wins ever in a season.
That's
They're going
amazing.
to break it this year. But they also made a Final Four appearance last year. So they have the momentum. They've been brewing something special for something so long, and they have four singers who are all really great special talents. J.D. Estime,
Oh, yeah.
Brian Arnold, Jeremiah Sheely, and Jordan Samuel. All four guys, high-impact players, double-digit point-per-game scorers.
Oh, yeah.
And managing those kind of egos, because, I mean, let's be realistic. These guys are feeling and deserving of everything that they have
Oh, yeah.
because they've worked for it, right? They've earned it. But being able to manage all of these different personalities, all of these different egos of guys who are hungry to be greats, hungry to be great at basketball, managing that is no easy task.
It's
so,
not.
I mean, you have to apply, at the end of the day, you have to apply the coaching staff at Winder-Barrow.
It's an amazing thing. Amazing group of kids, like you said, man. I mean, they can only get better.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's crazy, bro.
Habersham Central shoots a three-pointer, no good. Keely Robinson with the rebound, 1 minute. 36 seconds remaining on the clock.
With the layup,
Keely
and
pushes and one finish, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
As you can see, like, as time has, went by, Keely has been more aggressive from previous plays. She just came down the court and did the same thing. It was beautiful.
But I tell you the thing I love most about her game. I love most about her game that she brings the intensity from start to finish.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the scoreboard, right? There are some players on this team, there are some players on staff, some players on the bench, right, that are not so happy with this game. Actually, none of them are happy with the way that this game is
Of course
going
not.
now, right?
Of course not.
But she's not letting it affect the way that she plays the game. And that is
yes.
something that I admire, right?
Yeah, I admire
when
that
the
as
going
well.
gets tough, how do you get going?
I mean, man, like you said, man, I like the way that she doesn't let this throw her off. A lot of players feel defeated in a situation like this. I mean, it really takes the mindset to keep going in a situation like this. I know personally it would be really hard for me to keep going.
Absolutely.
But for her, she has that dog in her.
For a lot of people.
Keely Robinson, she's always bringing it.
Dog mentality. What you think? You think we should start that? What you think? Dog lights?
Dog
lights?
Dog lights.
Dog light star. Wait, dog light. We should have like a dog light player of the game or something.
Dog light player. We should.
Like a spotlight, but dog light.
Dog light.
Dog light player of the
Dog
game.
light. Better spot. Yeah. Forget spotlight. Dog light.
Dog light player of the game.
So as of right now, who's the dog light of the game?
Dog light player of the game.
Off of like.
I have to give it to number 3.
Think so?
I have to give it to number 3.
Man, yeah, number 3 started off with that hot hand, bro.
3.
She started off really
Some people on
strong.
this broadcast are probably going to say, well, how can you give the dog bite player of the game to a player that's not a dog
That's not
bite?
a dog bite.
Well, she's in the dog light,
the dog. Yeah, she is.
and she's best
Performing.
player on the court tonight.
I mean,
Number 3, Habersham.
and you can only respect it.
Dog
You
light
can't
player
never
of the game.
respect
Hashtag dog light.
it. Hashtag dog light,
Hashtag
man.
trending.
Hashtag trending. Hashtag 2025 goals, man. I don't.
Yeah, shooting free throws at the line. What does she have? 2, I believe.
Just about.
Substitution coming in for Winder-Barrow. Coming in for Winder-Barrow, looks like we have Malaya Johnson, Riley Herndon, and Addison Smith.
Yep. It's been an adventure, though, man. It's been an amazing game, especially for our first time on the live stream. It feels good, Dion. How you feeling right now?
Hot.
Really hot.
Nah, but for real, actually, this is, like I said, I mean, people that know me personally know that this is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always been fascinated in the behind the scenes of basketball, right? This kind of stuff, the commentation, the analysis of the game. I've always been into this kind of stuff. So, you know, when I was presented with this opportunity, naturally, not only was I grateful, but I was ecstatic because I got an opportunity to live out one of my lifelong dreams.
That's all that matters, man.
Right,
That's
absolutely.
all that
To
matters.
be able to do something like this with you guys, it means everything to me. Basketball brings people together. Look at all these people together. Do you know how hard it is in the year? Pause. I'm going to take a step away from basketball just real quick. Do you know how hard it is in the year 2025, I apologize, to get people in the same room? To get people in the same room, to get a large majority or a large variety, my fault, a large variety of people in the same room,
Man, that's
and
history.
not have a problem, not
That's
have an issue with
historic,
each other.
man.
Basketball brings people together, and I love the connectivity that you can see throughout this gym, that you can see throughout the teams, that you see throughout the cheerleaders.
You know, I'm proud of you, man, for being able to achieve what you call a want.
Absolutely, thank you.
You wanted to do something like it. You've been wanting to do something like this. I'm proud of you, man.
Absolutely.
I salute that. We got the varsity boys getting amped up, getting ready for their game upcoming. But you must stay tuned as we still have more game left for the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs, or the, well,
Something about Winder-Barrow's men team, they actually remind me a little bit of a basketball team in the NBA. I'll get to that later, though. We have a minute nine left within our girls' varsity game. Score is 46-33, period 4. Hey, you have to come out here and even though we are Bulldog fans and our team was not able to secure the W tonight in the ladies column, you have to tip your hat off to Habersham, right, Tookie?
you do. You
Right.
can't. You can only be. You can't be mad at Habersham the way they came out swinging today.
The way that they came and played,
They came and played. They did what they had to do. You know,
they've been the better team all night.
and we just gotta respect it.
Real recognized real,
As you can see, Keeley with the defense.
game recognized game.
Real recognized real, game recognized game.
Absolutely.
And Habersham still going in with the layup, making it a 48 to 34 point lead. Oh, that was a nice push right there. Okay.
Keely
with
Robinson,
the aggressiveness.
strong downhill drive.
Layup.
Tries to underhand the ball. Doesn't go.
But as you can see right here, Keely's not stopping. This whole time during the game, Keely has been showing effort.
30 seconds left remaining in this game.
And it's a foul.
Foul call. 27.4 remaining.
Fouls on number 20, Addison Smith. Mackenzie Gosman on the line, shooting 2 shots.
Into our last seconds of the game.
As the final seconds of this game comes to a close, Habersham girls 48, Winder-Barrow girls 34.
It's a great game. Can't be mad at it.
With a fantastic game by Habersham Central, their girls prevail as they secure a W in the doghouse. And now, the moment of truth you have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Get up off your feet. Oh, I apologize. Get up off your seats and stand to your feet for your 17-2 Winder-Barrow men's varsity basketball team is about to make their appearance. But shortly after we recognize Coach Guerin and Coach Mack for their 100 win.
Winder-Barrow would like to recognize our varsity girls and varsity boys coaches on a career milestone. Girls coach Kimberly Guerin and boys coach Travis McDaniel have each reached the 100 career victory mark within this past half season. Presenting their 100 victory class, Winder-Barrow athletic director Jared Noble. Bulldog fans, how about a big hand? This is varsity girls coach Kimberly Guerin, varsity boys coach Travis McDaniel. Two good double G dogs. I was in the staging lane,
Right. So absolutely, we have a video ready interviewing these coaches on their victories.
Before we get started, I want to say a great job to the boys and girls basketball teams who beat Appalachia. Now I want to welcome our special guest to the show.
I'm Coach McDaniel, Hey Dog Nation boys basketball head coach.
I'm Kimberly Guerin, the girls basketball coach.
Now I have a few questions for you guys. Would that be okay with y'all?
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right. What did it take to get 100 wins?
I mean, it obviously takes a lot. First, it starts with commitment, buy-in from your athletes, them trusting in you, your staff, each other, and just wanting to show up every day and grind.
Yeah, I mean, she hit the nail on the head. I mean, it starts with having great kids to work hard. Talent helps, but then you got to also work to make that talent even better. As she mentioned, a great staff. I've been fortunate. Coach Worley's been with me all 6 years. Coach Motto was with me for 4, and now we got Coach Gatt. And then just kids that just have goals and ambitions to be great.
So you would say having those other coaches by your side were like really helpful for you in the long run?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in head coaches are only as successful as their assistant coaches. It is just like players on a court, it taking a team to win ball games. You win together, you lose together. It's the same with the staff as well.
Facts.
And did you guys find any difficulty trying to like build your athletes up to this greatness, or like what was the difficulties? Or
with girls basketball specifically, I'm a product of the basketball team. I played ball here, and you know when I took over the program, even as an assistant, it had been 22 years since we even made state playoffs, and so that was the difficulty part, is teaching these kids how to win, how to show up, how to get those results and what it takes. And then we ended up getting a little special group in that really turned the course of that and, you know, helped rise that standard. So that beginning of getting that culture built in and, you know, the will, the want, the passion to win and understanding what it takes was probably the hardest part. But once you get it, once you teach it, you expect those older kids to just kind of keep funneling it down, and then it stays in your program.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, just going on to what she said, I was fortunate before I came here to take the head job to work under 2 really good coaches and good programs and kind of learn as an assistant what it takes to build a great program. And then when I got here, once again, I was lucky enough. We had a great senior class led by Tyreek Perkins that was ready to kind of do whatever it took to make the next step and make Winder-Barrow boys basketball good, because there was some great tradition before. and he just had a couple of not as great years, and he had great buy-in, and he led, and the younger guys saw it, and they just gave him a role, and our older guys right now do a great job of leading.
And two, our kids come back, and I think that's a testament of our program. You know, we have Olivia Nelson-Adodo playing in the WNBA, and you'll walk in my classroom one day and she's there, and the kids get to meet that and see that. And Chella Watson playing on TV, top 5 scorer in the country, like they get to see that, look up to that. And then you look in the stands and you see some boys like Tyreek or even some girls out there that, you know, they still buy in.
Yeah, it's just cool to see people who were great come back and still show love to the team. That's awesome. So would you say like that motivates y'all to like keep pushing and just to be great every day? Because y'all are amazing leaders. So.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'll take that first. I mean, I'm a very goal-oriented person as it is. So, you know, and it's one of those things like once you taste success, you obviously want more. And we've been fortunate the last couple of years to have some success and bring a lot of guys back that have tasted some of it and continue to want more, and just, you know, trying to keep these guys very goal-oriented and very, very ambitious about what they're doing.
Yeah, I would say that as well, and for both of us, it's about the kids. It's, you know, we do everything we do for them, and they make it easy. They're enjoyable to be around, and they show up and they work, and so we want to work for them.
That's amazing. And one more question for you guys. What's some advice you can give to the upcoming and rising dogs about pushing to be great?
Be willing to commit. Be willing to be uncommon. Competing for state championships and then Final Fours and Elite Eights and all of that stuff is something a very small percentage of people ever get to do in their life. And if you want something that's uncommon, you got to be able to be uncommon yourself and trust that process and really just fall in love with the process. You got to fall in love with that process. You got to be okay to grind while everybody else in the school is out there doing what they want to do or working or whatever. It's your job. Commit, love it, have that passion, and just fall in love with that process.
Yeah, and I would say something very similar. I mean, just once again, set a goal and work hard every day to get to it. You know, come watch the games as you're younger, and watch these older guys and watch some of these guys perform and hopefully look up to them and want to be them. But yeah, as she said, I mean, all the accolades you see on Tuesday and Friday and Saturday nights are there because of the work that's put in on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mornings, AM workouts in the weight room, in the film room, things like that. So yeah, just, you know, again, just if they want to be great, set a goal, work towards it every day.
Well, that's awesome, man. Hey, I really appreciate y'all for coming up here, and once again, congratulations on the 100 wins milestones. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
appreciate you.
All right, what's your name?
Jeremiah Shealy.
Jaron Samuel.
Aaliyah.
Brett Richardson.
JD.
What is your go-to artist for game days?
Rod Wave.
I'll say Young Thug.
GB Strap.
Who inspires you, to play the way you do?
I'd say Kevin Durant, just because like he's tall, versatile, and can get to a spot easily.
My favorite NBA player is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so I would say he would.
Jordan Samuel.
What's your go-to move on the court?
I like to do a double tween into a hang cross.
What was your favorite moment this season?
The Chi game, definitely.
What made you start playing basketball?
My parents got me into basketball. Like, my first sport was actually soccer, and then they just put me in basketball, and then I liked it, so I kept playing.
Okay, we're back. Winder-Barrow versus Habersham, the varsity boys. We are back, Dion. This is going to be a great game.
We get ready for the introduction of our starting lineup.
For Winder-Barrow.
Fans on your feet, make some noise for your starting five. WG. At guard, 5'11" junior, number 15, Britt.
At guard,
Britt.
Junior, number 15, Britt Richardson.
Number
6'5",
Jared.
guard, junior, number 12, Jared Samuel.
Number 3,
6'3", senior, Jeremiah Sheely.
Yes, sir. Number 11,
JD Esteve. Get on that rim.
Get on that rim.
Yeah,
Number
Big
5,
Sam.
Big Samuel.
Number 5.
We got the Samuels on the court, obviously.
Number 5, Jordan Samuel. And you can see everybody is fired up.
Everybody's amped up on the Winder-Barrow side. I think they're out for
prime
benches.
time action, baby. Hey. And this is a marquee matchup. Habersham, number 4 in 5A. Winder-Barrow, number 5 in 5A.
Hey, man, you know, we're going head-to-head.
Winder-Barrow being 16-2, Habersham being 16-2.
If Winder-Barrow wins,
Winder-Barrow's only losses being to Habersham.
and if Winder-Barrow wins, they are number 4 in the region.
Can they avenge
And
that
Habersham,
first loss the first time around?
as you can see,
Winder-Barrow
like,
wins the jump ball.
off the start, Habersham has the size. You know, the team, I can tell that this is going to be a great matchup for Winder-Barrow. You know, Winder-Barrow obviously won the jump ball. Off the start, it's a
Blocking
foul.
foul. Right. But you talk about size, and then you mentioned the group of guys that we have out on the floor right now. 6'3", Jeremiah.
Oh, of course.
6'3", JD. 6'8", 6'7", Jordan Samuel. 6'5", Jaron Samuel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Winder-Barrow has the length, the physicality, and the height to match anybody in the state.
We really do. We really do. And that's the confidence I like to hear. I mean, we can really go up against anybody and make a good matchup.
I mean, even outside of being the number 5 team in 5A, get this. Winder-Barrow is ranked inside the top 25 overall teams in the state of Georgia.
That's insane, man. That's insane.
Top 25 overall teams in the state of Georgia.
But that just shows like how Winder-Barrow High School as a team has improved over the years, how we've been able to make this a better team.
Quick
after each
three-point
game.
shot by Jaron,
And
way
it's a
off.
miss. Great save.
Well
by
defended
Habersham.
shot actually by Habersham. Now you see Britt Richardson sitting down on defense, locking in. Jeremiah Sheely doing the same. Bit of a mismatch here. The switch creates a more balanced attack. Winder-Barrow is getting out here in the defending. They're defending well into the shot clock. Tough shot
And
defended.
it's a great rebound in the and one to start.
They
the game
allow
off for
offensive rebound. Tough putback by number 23. He finishes and 1. He's going to the free throw line to shoot a free throw.
Great start for Habersham Central. As we talked about earlier tonight, you know, we're in the doghouse. We can't let them take over our territory.
Don't lose in the doghouse.
We can't lose in the doghouse, man. We
Rebound
can't.
secured by Jordan Samuel. See, that's something so special about their team, right? They have a guy like him who's 6'7", 6'8", secures a rebound and can push the break. You see he gets downhill right there. Good
And
finish.
it's another
Good
and
strong
one.
finish and 1 by Jordan Samuel.
Beautiful layup by Jordan Samuel. Great point
And
guard.
he's been a phenomenal player for them this season. He's been averaging 13 points per game, 8 rebounds, and about 4 assists.
Some really nice
through the
stats
season.
average. Really nice stats. Just like some other players on the court. You know,
And he
other players.
does so much on the court. He rebounds better than anybody else on the court. He's the best shot blocker. He stretches the floor. He has the ability to run coast to coast, bring the ball up the floor. I mean, he has the ability to create for his teammates and get them open looks. He's truly the complete package.
Habersham Central here. They look like they're stuck, but
Habersham
Winder-Barrow. Winder-Barrow with the defense. Okay. And that's us.
Habersham Central seems to be struggling against this defense. Winder-Barrow here is locked in tonight. Time for JD to get on that rim.
Time for JD to get on that rim.
Get
as
on
he
that
would like
rim.
to say. Get on that rim.
And down
Okay.
from Jeremiah Sheely to Jordan Samuel. He walks the ball down.
One of the Samuels here.
They run a double
Great
slash
performer.
action right there. Corner kick to Britt.
Okay.
Jaren attacking downhill. They're
Jordan
working a
up
lot of motion offense, a lot of driving kicks, a lot of cuts, passing cuts.
Britt with the ball in the corner, trying to drive in the paint, and he's been stopped by 23. May I say, 23.
Now this is a team.
20. That's a team. 23 is a big fella out there for Habersham Central. You can tell. Like, look at him.
Now this is
That's
a team.
a beast.
Now the reason that this is such a highly anticipated matchup is because Habersham Central is one of the teams that matches up with Winder-Barrow the best of anybody in the state, right? They're a team that matches them in the athleticism department. They're a team that matches them in the length department. They're a team that matches them in the scoring department, right? So these are two very identical teams right here. It'll be very interesting to see how close, how down to the wire this game is. Games down the stretch are more and more important each and every trip.
Oh, yeah. This is kind of giving me the vibe
Rebound
of, like,
secured by Jaren Samuel. He averages the most rebounds on this team.
Ooh. JD with the side. Oh, nice move by JD. Great rebound by Jaren. Great.
He's so good at
That was
getting
nice.
it. See, the thing about Jaren is while he may be a combo guard, he sits at that 6'5" position. So while he is a guard, he's very big and he's very lengthy. He's very tall, so he usually outmatches his opponents.
Oh, yeah. And, like, this game right here, man, it's been a real build-up. It's kind of reminding me of, like, the Golden State Warriors versus the Cavaliers back in the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Earlier in this broadcast, I mentioned that this team reminds me of a basketball team.
Of course.
The basketball team that I wanted to say was the NBA Celtics.
Oh,
or the Boston Celtics of the NBA.
That's
And
interesting.
the reason that I associated this team to the Boston Celtics, as we see a low pass here in the post, Jordan Samuel.
It's a rough.
In high school, if you swipe down, they're going to call that a foul.
They're going to call that a foul.
You have to be more disciplined right there. You have to get in front of him and wall up, make that shot hard for him.
I think that was pretty good defense, though.
Hard contest.
Pretty good defense. Stopped the big fella. Might have been a great. Oh, he made the free throw.
Shot rimmed in. We have 5:35 remaining in the first quarter. Score is 4-3.
Winder-Barrow up.
4-4.
Okay, 4-4. Tied game.
Tie ball game. And JD here, this is a player who's really long. He's lengthy. He's athletic. I think he's the best athlete on their team. Jeremiah fires
Jeremiah with a three.
Jeremiah fires a triple. Jeremiah Sheely. Oh, yes, and a steal. Near steal by Jaren Samuel right there as he tries to save the ball from going out of bounds. Quick story on Jeremiah Sheely. Jeremiah Sheely, coming into his 10th grade year, injured his knee. And sometimes the scar is visible. If we have a close-up on it, I don't know if we can do that. Sometimes the scar is visible, but he had to have it repaired. He had to have surgery on it.
Jeremiah with a
good
layup.
Finish. Jeremiah with the finish.
Good finish with Jeremiah.
Let's go, Bulldogs.
Let's go, Bulldogs.
That's the kind of intensity that you want to see this team bring. This is the kind of intensity that this team does bring each and every night to the basketball court.
Dion,
JD sitting down.
This has me at the edge of my feet a little bit. Like, oh, look at this game. It's getting serious. It's getting serious.
Yeah.
Winder-Barrow's amped up, as you can see.
You can see the energy radiating from the players, radiating from the fans, through the screen, radiating from the commentary. I hope you can feel this energy at home.
Even the bench players, you can see that they have
Absolutely.
a really good support system.
Defense.
Up 9-4. Defense. Let's hear defense. We want to hear y'all at home. Come on, defense. Defense. Come on, let's see it. JD. Defense. Yep, great hands. Oh, he missed it. Come on. Whoa.
He got hit in the eye, took a shot in the eye. Got to push the ball. It's all out mayhem,
That's not a good look. That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
It's all out mayhem.
Jordan Samuel got hit in his
okay.
eye, but he's
Look at
okay.
him.
He's tough. He's strong.
Big, he's a warrior.
He's a Samuel. That
But
man
back to
will
what I
never
was saying,
disappoint.
Something about Jeremiah Sheely in particular. Something about Jeremiah Sheely in particular. He injured his leg coming into his 10th grade year of high school.
Ooh, y'all, he's so sexy, ain't he? Wait, can I hear
Jordan Samuel with a pull-up, and it goes in.
With the turnaround thing.
Looks like Winder-Barrow's about to make some substitutions. Zay and Brian Arnold looks like they're about to come out to the court. Score as of now, 11-4. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
You see, that's the guard right there that had 32 against Winder-Barrow last time they matched up. You see, he takes a tough jump shot right there, but those are the kind of jump shots that he takes. Those are the kind of jump shots he is comfortable with taking.
And that's good defense by Jaren. That's
and
great defense by
Jaren. Is
Jaren.
fired up here tonight.
As you can see from the student section of Cone.
Like we've been mentioning all night, Jaren Samuel, he's a very long, athletic player. He's a very lengthy defender. He makes shots hard to shoot over him. He makes balls hard to get past him. JD downhill. And a give and go to get JD on the baseline. They actually call that right there throwback. That action right there is called throwback. They advance the ball to the corner. And then essentially what it is a dribble handoff, DHO action, back to the guy who threw the pass to try to get him a baseline attack.
Look at Zay with the defense. Oh, it was a push. It was a push.
Here you see Xavier McCoy. He's a defensive specialist.
Look at the
He's a defensive specialist. You look at his build. He's very strong, right? He's very strong. He's not a guy that you're going to bully. He's not a guy that you're going to easily get past.
For sure.
And that comes from his football background, right? This is a guy who's a football player. He's a star football player. Continues to be a star football player. He's a junior and upcoming senior. He's a player to watch tonight to guard that electric number 2 who had 32. Like I said, he had 32 matched up against Winder-Barrow the first time.
Look at the height of number 5
and look
on
at the
Habersham.
intensity.
Look at the intensity on defense. Look at that defense. Look at that.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen,
the defense is getting
welcome
real.
to Bulldog basketball.
We are in the doghouse now for real.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Who let the dogs out?
Ooh, ooh.
Who let the dogs out?
Man, it's getting real. Whole
and this is the kind of electrifying games that you like to see. These are kind of electrifying moments you like to see. This is a team with high energy, high intensity, high pace. They play very fast. They rip it out the net and they run.
Yep.
As Xavier McCoy tries to finish right there, it's just a little bit too small for his defenders in the paint.
Look at the height of number 5 on Habersham.
But you see the excellent defense by
look
JD
at the defense.
Look at the wonderful
look
trap.
At the way they closed out.
Great rotation.
Oh yeah,
great rotation. Great rotation.
Oh, that was just a good
That's
shot.
great defense.
That's a
better offense.
Fella. That's like a Kevin Durant on the court.
It's better offense. I mean, simple basketball. Rising up over a smaller defender. Jeremiah walks into a pull-up 3.
Little too much drink on the ball.
And Habersham tries to advance the ball. They try to push the ball just the same way as Winder-Barrow does. They are not as successful right there in that opportunity.
Not successful at all. Winder-Barrow can capitalize off of this. If they can capitalize, we'll be good in this situation.
Here's where Winder-Barrow gets scary. Their depth. You see JD or you see Jeremiah Shealy come out the game for Amari Wilson.
Right.
And you see Jordan Samuels come out the game for BK as well.
And still great players.
And this is you're still going to get that same level of high production.
Every time. Jeremiah with the
shot. See right there. Jaren Samuel.
Jaren with the shot.
I mean, he's absolutely a magician. He's able to do some things that is incredible. He's the most fundamental basketball player that I've watched with my own 2 eyes.
Most definitely. And one by Habersham.
Right
that was a nice finish.
And one tough finish by number 3 on Habersham. What a way to respond. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have ourselves a ball game. This is a classic in the making.
Classic. A real classic. I mean, as you can see, the dogs are really coming out real strong as of right now. I mean, the defense is being played. Can't be mad. We got the lead. We can keep capitalizing off of stops, then we'll be good every time.
And you see Habersham now goes in this high press, trying to create some more pressure, trying to get Winder-Barrow to be more disruptive with the ball.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think I see BK
Not
waiting for the shot.
Not necessarily effective.
BK waiting for the shot.
Half court. Tough
missed.
3-point shot by BK right there.
I mean, you know, this is usually where it's best
score
to score.
Is 9-13 with 1 minute and 1 minute 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Great first start for Winder-Barrow High School. The Bulldogs.
little miscommunication right here about
a
the
foul.
fouls on.
I think they're confused. I don't know what's going on here. Looks like confusion with the ref. I mean, I don't know what's going on. GHSA is.
This isn't something that they're just going to pass off and just be like, yeah, we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Fouls are very important because
They
you
are
don't
very-
want your star players to foul out of the game.
Very crucial.
Especially in a game like this where games matter a lot more, right? There aren't a lot of games left in the regular season after this game. Plus, this is a big-time matchup. You want to show this team that you still have your confidence.
Yeah.
Right? This is a team that beat you.
Yeah.
So now the way that you respond is to show them that you're the better team.
100%. 100%.
And while I do think Winder-Barrow will be all right without, even if they were to not secure a W tonight, I do think their team will be fine.
They're going to be
their
fine.
structure would be fine.
I think
I
they
don't
still
think
hold number
anything
5.
changes about the postseason or
Right,
what we
it
expect for
doesn't.
them to do in the region championship.
It doesn't. I mean, these
But I
are
will
still
tell
great
you,
competitors.
it gives Habersham this comfortability that they can walk over Winder-Barrow.
They can.
That Winder-Barrow has to go through them.
They already won last time. If they win again, they're definitely going to feel like the undefeated team against Winder-Barrow High School. And really any team. I mean, they only have 2 losses just like Winder-Barrow High School, Pretty great look for both teams, actually, even if we do take another L.
This might be, ladies and gentlemen, a preview of the region championship. This might be a preview of the region championship game. Winder was fortunate enough to be able to win a region championship for the first time in 21 years, 2 years ago, on their home court. Habersham has the ability to win a region championship this year as the region tournament is hosted at Habersham, where we do expect the two powerhouse teams of this region, which are Winder-Barrow and Habersham, to meet each other. So this could be a potential championship preview.
No doubt. No doubt. But Winder-Barrow up by 2 points right now, 13-11.
The ball is back at the wing. Jaron Samuel handling
Jaron
the rock.
Brian.
Well, you see Habersham is in this zone defense as well.
And they're looking like they're trying to go for some lane steals here. Oh, good pass to Mari.
Good cover down.
Great recovery by Zay.
Great
Three-pointer
shot
by
by
Jaron Samuel with the 3.
Bada boom, baby!
Bada boom, baby!
Hum diddly dee!
We like to see it, Jaron. We like to see it for the Bulldogs. That was a great push for the Bulldogs, man. We needed that shot.
And Jaron, we all know the 3-level scorer that he is, the 3-level scoring ability that he possesses.
Oh yeah.
And his efficiency. Right? This is a guy who can easily get you 20 points tonight on 50% efficiency from the field.
Oh yeah, for sure.
40% from the 3-point line. This is a guy who's ultra efficient. He's super smart with the basketball. He takes great care of the basketball. He has great IQ and great feel for the game, etc. He's such a natural. He's a natural.
Oh, definitely a natural.
And
We
it's
need him to
interesting
miss his free throw.
It's interesting to see that Habersham early on in the game, typically you don't see teams put their players, or typically you do see teams put their players within that lower penalty area for the free throw lines. You see that normally.
Yeah.
Except for, with the exception of late game situation where your team needs to be back.
Of course.
Instead of trying to rebound.
Of course, I see what you mean. Brian with the 3-pointer, we need it.
And it's in! Brian Arnold with a big time
Brian with a big time 3-pointer for the
senior.
Bulldogs.
Now, Brian Arnold does not come off the bench, or does not start. He comes off the bench, but he is explosive. He is a spark plug, and he's quick, instant offense.
Oh,
He generates it off the bench. He could not be any more perfect in his role.
Oh, yeah.
4 seconds
great
left.
role player.
BK Arnold.
BK Arnold
from
with
half
the
court.
3.
Oh.
Great start for Winder-Barrow. 19-14. I'm at my feet for this game, Dion. McKinley, this game is getting real. It's getting real for the Bulldogs.
It's getting more than real, brother. And we're just getting started. So much action here.
So much action here, man. And so much more game left as we are only in the second quarter.
While we go through this timeout, we'll get a quick second to reflect on some stats. Jaron Samuel has been averaging 19 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game, on 44% three-point percentage. He's shooting the lights out. He's efficient. He rebounds the ball extremely well.
That's incredible.
He scores the ball extremely well.
That's incredible.
Like we mentioned earlier during the game, girls' game, he's already reached 1,000 points. He's a junior.
That's incredible, man. Jordan Samuel averaging 13 points per game, as we said earlier. He averages about 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Pretty solid stats for a guy like him. He's a good performer for his height and size. You know, he's a Samuel. You know, all you can ask for is great performance.
Jeremiah Shealy, I think he is their second best shooter. I also think he is. I think he's their second best shooter right after Jaron Samuel.
I would probably say something like that.
I think he's also. I think he's a very good shot creator.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I think
for
he's
sure.
their best difficult shot maker. Sometimes some of the shots that he makes, you just look at it, it's like, dang, how did that go in?
Really,
But
like.
he averages. Jeremiah Shealy averages 13 points per game and 3 steals per game.
Right.
Something that's very important. Like I said, he broke his knee during a workout his 10th grade year, and he's had to recover and redevelop and relearn the game of basketball
Right.
to equip a different style of play that after the kind of injury, the gruesome injury that he endured, I mean, it takes away from your game.
It
And
does.
it changes your game. It alters your game.
Can't forget
This
that.
is not just something that we see on a high school level. It's something we see on a collegiate level.
So
It's
this
something
is
we
great.
see on the NBA level.
This is great. He can bounce back from that injury and
Absolutely.
perform the way he's performing. And let's go back to more stats. Just JD estimate averages 11
I
points
think
for
it's
Winder-Barrow.
very impressive.
Very impressive for him.
And not to be understated, just how important Jeremiah made his recovery to him.
Oh yeah.
As he takes a tough shot right there, but he always makes it see.
Right. Can't
He's
forget.
a difficult shot maker.
He also gets in
Ryan
the right
Arnold
position
picks
from
up
time to
defense
time.
full court.
Right.
Now
good
they're defending
defense.
in the post.
High pass from Habersham back to the logo. Winder-Barrow is kind of bringing the defense here. Habersham having no answers
19
for this play.
seconds left in the shot clock. Skip pass.
They're not having no answers.
Out of bounds.
That's out of bounds. That's great defense.
Have to be more responsible with the basketball.
More responsible. Looks like Habersham's trying to set them up for like a bad pass here. Great pass
And
by
you see
Brian.
a skip from Brian Arnold to the corner. Jaron Samuel to
Jaron
the
Samuel with the
pull up.
pull up.
It's usually automatic.
Great hustle. Great hustle for the attempt of the rebound. You
JD
can't just let them
estimate
have the ball.
fighting hard for offensive rebound.
As he
You love
averages
that kind of grit and grind.
Yeah, JD, a guy like JD, you know, he averages 4 to 5 rebounds per game. You know, that's, I mean, not too bad for JD. That's really good.
Right.
It's really
He's
good.
a guard.
He's a guard. He gets in the right positions at the right time. As you can see, he was aggressive for that rebound. He didn't just want to give it to him, and that's what we like in a player for the Bulldogs.
But you know, another thing that is also very noticeable and that I personally know about this team, this is a team that's physical. And they're physical because they work like it. They train like it.
Right.
This is a team that eats, sleeps, and breathes in the weight room. As you see, Enzo takes a tough pull-up jump shot over JD. Contested, doesn't go in.
As you can see, number
Winder's
11,
going to
JD.
inbound the ball from their baseline. But back to what I was saying. You see a team like this, they're a very physical team. They live in the weight room. They live in the weight room. They eat, sleep, and breathe weights. They lift, and they lift hard. They lift hard as heck. And they will tell you, they'll be the first people to tell you, they take pride in lifting.
Right. They take pride in it.
That's
what we
something
like.
that they're proud of. Right? They're proud to be able to say that they're stronger than other players.
Right.
The guys that they go up against. And, you know, this is a team that it reflects. It shows. Right. These guys look like they lift.
They look like it. They got the physique for it.
They look like they play a more physically demanding style of basketball than maybe other teams. Now, Habersham, so far throughout the night, they've done a good job of balancing that physical attack that Winder-Barrow wants to bring.
Right.
And they're doing a good job of matching that aggression as well.
Right.
Like previously mentioned, Habersham is a team that matches Winder-Barrow in size, stature, and length.
Right.
With two teams that are so identical, tonight boils down to who wants it more.
Who wants it more? Who has that dog
Who
in
wants
him?
it worse?
Who wants it more? I think Jordan Samuel wants
Pin-
it.
Pinned down right there.
Great
Look
save
at
by
that.
Jaron. Look at that save.
Amazing offensive rebound.
Look at that save, man.
Jeremiah
with the three.
three-pointer.
He's down. He's off.
Winder-Barrow, they know to get back in transition defense. They wall up, good hands.
And that's good defense. Winder-Barrow
good
recovery.
That's a good way to contest without fouling. Now Winder-Barrow's on the break.
Ooh,
Brian
good
Arnold,
pull
the
up by
pull-up
Brian.
mid-range.
Ooh, okay, Jaron is coming in clutch with the saves. Brick going to paint strong. Nice pass out
Good
to
shot,
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
He's been
those
off a
are the
little
kind
bit.
of shots that you want to take, though.
Right.
And those are the kind of shots you want him to take. Credit Brick for being able to get inside
and see Jeremiah
get
at
inside
the top.
the paint, get inside the teeth of the defense. When you create those dribble drives, that's what it does. It leaves shooters open. And
that's what we
Winder-Barrow
need.
right now just can't seem to throw a stone in the ocean. JD with those quick active hands. Got to be careful right there. The refs will definitely pick you up for a foul with those quick and active hands. They're swiping down.
Man, we need some people to step up for Winder-Barrow, man. They start off really strong. We need to keep this lead. Do not let Habersham feel like they got the confidence to win.
Another key factor that's noticeable, though, Winder-Barrow does not have those starting lineup, man.
They don't. But we are still able to keep the lead.
This is the kind of depth they run.
It's
This is the
a
kind of
scheme.
depth they are allowed to run.
It's a scheme. They are allowed to because they got the right players
Good
for this
pass
scheme.
by JD inside.
Ooh.
You want to throw that corner baseline pass a little more accurate, a little more on target.
And if it was a little more accurate, it would have been a wide open shot. That was.
How about the story of JD? Right, this is a guy who's originally from Indiana, transferred here his 10th grade year.
Oh yeah.
And he's truly been transformed into a physical specimen and a freak athlete here at Winder-Barrow. I mean, a guy who jumps out the gym. He's long. Look at him. Active hands.
Active hands.
While playing defense.
Active
Another
hands.
Guy, Amari Wilson, defensive specialist. He also has long active hands. He rebounds well.
I mean, may I say, all these players have a lot of stories. Like, for an example, I was really good friends with a player, Jordan Samuel. He grew up. He got really tall and big over time, bro. I remember him in middle school days.
Pass fakes can be also effective when teams are in zone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I remember him in middle school days, man. He was just getting taller and taller. That's a freak of nature right there, bro. Samuels, they're talented. Jordan Samuel, man. Winder-Barrow
You
has
see
the
the
lead.
score, it's 18-19, 3 minutes and 55 seconds left.
That's a big guy on Habersham.
Habersham takes the lead, 2019.
That's a beast, bro. That's number 23 right there. That's a beast, man. That dude right there, bro. And JD went up on him. Ooh, was that a charge?
Blocking foul.
Blocking foul. Perfect.
JD's going to go to the line and he's going to shoot 2 free throws. He's been a good free throw shooter all season long.
For sure, for sure.
These are 2 really big free throws that Winder-Barrow needs right now. And you know, something to think about is games that come down to the wire and are very close, right? Split hairs.
Right.
Oftentimes by a few points.
Right.
A lot of the times that point differential can be made up in margin to free throws.
Yeah.
So free throw shooting is extremely valuable to good teams. Good teams want to be good free throw shooters because when you're better at shooting free throws, you're better at extending or closing that point differential gap if there is a gap or discrepancy in the misses of your free throws compared to your opponents.
Yeah.
JD knocks down 2 crucial free throws right there. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. This Habersham team, they will not go away. They respond every time Winder-Barrow throws the punch.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Every time Winder-Barrow throws the punch, Habersham seems to be able to respond. He's so quick and he's so shifty.
Like, I like it. Like, it's amazing.
He has a very pro-style game.
Nice style of play. You don't see that from everybody. Out of bounds.
Jared Samuel having a hard time getting it going tonight. However, I don't think you can expect him, with the kind of player that he is, I don't think you can expect him to have a quiet night.
Right, he's gonna
half.
catch a buzz eventually in the game, whether that's the 3rd quarter, the 4th quarter. He's gonna catch a buzz eventually.
Right.
He's not gonna go all night without performing.
Another thing is, Jared Samuel, another thing is that he's so good at, right, is impacting the game in more than one way. Right, so even when he's not scoring the ball, even when his shots aren't particularly falling, he's still able to impact winning.
For
type
sure.
of player that he is,
Yeah.
the kind of things that he does, like the hustling for the loose balls.
That's one
of those resulted. One of those hustles resulted in fast break points.
Oh yeah, and that's what we need. That's
And
the little stuff that matters.
That's the kind of play you want to see from your best player.
Yeah, for sure.
You want your best player to set the example that, hey, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to leave it all.
And I'm not just going to try to accept. I'm not going to accept the loss.
Right.
I don't. But Jeremiah Shealy with a
Jeremiah,
and he made it.
Off the pass from Amari Wilson with the dot to Jeremiah.
Beautiful three-pointer, beautiful look. I've been noticing, the team has eyes. They have really good vision. They've been hitting the right spots.
Absolutely,
on
and
the
the team
court.
they're also so lethal because there's so many guys on the team that can shoot.
As you can see, it's our ball.
Number 5, Jake Mahalik.
Let's go, Big Three! Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here. Jeremiah Shealy
Back and forth action.
But like we said earlier,
Zone,
reflecting
dribble
back on that
drive,
shot that Jeremiah
kicks out,
made, like we said, he's not going to take
rotating
failure.
around
That's a
the
three for
three-point
Brian.
line. Three-pointer
JD
short.
with the rebound.
JD
and one
It's
from
only a
JD
matter of time
Estime.
before we see JD get on that rim.
Like you said, man, they can't accept defeat. They're going to perform at some point of the night.
You know what's crazy about JD? He's so shifty. He's a guy that's really able to swerve in that corner.
Whoa. Like to see it, man.
And Jeremiah, he's a lethal sharpshooter. Number 3, he's a very lethal sharpshooter. He's the guy that you really don't want to leave open.
Jeremiah with that defense. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Also, Winder-Barrow, this is a team full of pesky defenders.
Full of pesky defenders.
These
Look
are
at
guys
this.
who
Look at this.
Are irritating. They don't want to go away, right? They want to get all into your grill. They want to make life for you on offense miserable. They want to make your life difficult. Jeremiah stops the ball. Habersham. Have a substitution here on the Bulldogs.
Hey, man, it's like we said earlier, man, we knew that this game was going to be like this. You got 2 top 5 region teams playing against each other. It's only going to be a spectacular game at that point. Look at the size of number 5. That man is lengthy. That's a tall player right there.
If we can, you see Coach Mack gets frustrated. Right?
Yeah,
He gets frustrated with calls like that.
You can see it.
In the
You can see
camera,
it for sure.
He gets frustrated at calls like that because it's a costly calls. Right?
Yeah.
You can't have your best players making countless fouls 2 periods into the game, right? These guys have to be able to be on the court, ready to go in the 4th quarter, when they're needed most.
And it's the 2nd quarter. We're about to be in halftime real soon in under 2 minutes with the score of Winder-Barrow Bulldogs being up 26 versus Habersham 22. Jaren Samuel coming up the court. Let's see what Winder-Barrow can do. All of these players are ready to score. They're looking for a shot. They're looking for the next shot.
And a
Three-pointer
quick shot by the
Oh!
Geo! That's the Geo! Again, player shout out, spotlight. Dog-light highlight.
Dog-light highlight.
For the dog-light highlight,
Dog-light highlight.
Geo.
And it's a nice shot by Brian Arnold.
Winder-Barrow going hard.
Man, it's 31-23.
Habersham desperate to respond. Winder-Barrow trying to finish out this half strong.
Ooh. Nice look,
And we want
but
to give a quick shout out to Giovanni Tuggle. freshman, number 21.
That's a real athlete right
I
there,
want to give
man.
a shout out to him because not only has he been able to accomplish some incredible things with this basketball team this season, but as a freshman, he's received over 10 Division I offers as a football player. Today, he was offered by the University of Georgia.
It's a real all-star right there, man. Sounds like a real All-American.
You know, we're always proud of our Bulldog brethren. Happy to see him succeed. Excited to see where his future leads him.
Judge Will Banks.
Habersham at the line.
And the free throw goes in for Habersham. Okay.
26-31, Dogs with a 5-point lead, 26 seconds remaining in this first half. Little back and forth action, just advancing the ball.
If I was Winder-Barrow here, I would slow it down. I would really take up all the clock, and I would be the one taking the last shot.
They're definitely holding the ball for the last shot.
I would take the last shot here, Winder-Barrow.
9 seconds.
7.
It's time to go.
5, and it's
Good
going.
shot.
Nice attempt, but it leaves him no time. It's 1 second left. That's over. Good attempt, though, by Habersham.
And with that, we're headed to halftime. I know that nigga mad.
right, we're back after halftime for Winder-Barrow High School versus Habersham Central.
And the score is 31 Winder-Barrow, 26 Habersham. 7 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the third period.
Great performance from Winder-Barrow for the first half, may I say.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about their performance for the first half, Dion? Because I think their performance is really good. So how do you feel about their first
And there's a lob by Jordan Samuel.
Great
backdoor play. I'm telling you,
bucket.
man. This chemistry, this connection between this Winder-Barrow team is something phenomenal.
They got a whole another half ahead of them. You never know what's going to happen, but Winder-Barrow with the defense. Number 5 with the 3. Look at the size of that guy, bro. Or the length.
29-33.
Okay. It's a great shot from Habersham, but we got
Great
better
shot
shots
by
with
Jared
Jared.
Samuel. Habersham pushes the break. Now at the top of the key, back to Enzo on the wing. Jeremiah trying to work him, trying to stick.
Trying to stick the defense, trying to play some defense. Defense looking really good for
Jaron
Winder-Barrow.
right there with such great awareness to know where the ball was.
To know the switch, all the defensive schemes
Winder-Barrow
that
sitting well
Winder-Barrow
into the
has.
shot clock right now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Three-pointer no good. Habersham rebound.
Okay.
On the floor, ball is
This
out.
shows who
ball
wants
is
it.
out loose.
JD down. Ooh. Great pass from Jaron to Jordan Samuel, and he missed the shot. Great rebound from Jeremiah.
Works it in.
Great pass to Britt with the shot, and he missed it.
Habersham now back with control of this game.
Like I said earlier, you don't want Habersham to get the confidence. You don't want them to feel like they have the game in the bag at all. You got to keep your foot on their neck at all times. With a team like this, you can't make any mistakes.
Right. And number 15, Britt, tries to take a charge. Ended up doing blocking.
Yeah, it was a good attempt.
Send him to the free throw line.
Great idea.
Caden Harrison, Micah, for the Raiders. And for the Bulldogs, number 23, Ryan Arnold. Shooting one.
And a quick swing to Jeremiah in the corner. Triple is good. Big time jump shot. 36-31.
(36-31). Habersham down. It's looking really good so far.
In this third period, it's number 13 tries to work on Jaron Samuel. Tough floater tries to get it over Jaron and Jordan. Doesn't go. I believe they tried to save the ball right there.
I believe so as well, but it didn't look really.
Now, still unfortunately.
It wasn't fortunate. A little bit of confusion here though, but looks like it's Habersham's ball as of right now.
An interesting stack that they're running right here.
Yeah, really interesting game plan for the team here, but
tough
nice
pull up. No good.
Nice pull up. Winder-Barrow with the rebound.
No good
Jordan
from about
pushing that
12
ball
feet.
down. Great pass. JD at the top.
Ooh.
Ooh, great hustle. Great hustle.
Right, and that's the player that when he gets that lane downhill,
he's gonna be
you
aggressive.
have to foul.
You have to foul him. He's
Because
gonna
if
be
not,
aggressive.
you're going to end up on a top 10 Sports Center play
Oh yeah.
of the week.
Maybe OT, overtime elite.
It's that type of player that JD is. He's a high, above the rim, electrifying, athletic, soarer.
We might have to start calling him the highlight reel. He will go for those highlights.
He is not Dominique Wilkins.
You're right. He's JD Eston. Free throw up here for JD. Will this one go in? Nice look for Winder-Barrow so far as we are up 37-31 with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Winder-Barrow in the press here. Enzo just too quick. Easily beats it. If they shoot a quick three off the rip, responds nicely.
That was a great shot from Habersham. Nice reset at the top for Jordan Samuel.
Quick rip to Jared Samuel in the corner. Rips the baseline. And as he uses that baseline, referees calling out of bounds. Now we have a substitution for Habersham. Number 1 comes in for number 13.
Do you think later in the game Winder-Barrow will be able to take off on Habersham, or do you believe that during this whole game is going to be just close?
I think this game will come down to the last couple of possessions.
I agree.
Habersham is a team that they're not, look at them. Like, see, getting in that gap right there.
They're not pushovers for sure.
They're not they're not a team that's trying to go away, right? You see the score right now. It's only 3 minutes. Or it's 3 minutes, about 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Deep three from Xavier McCoy.
And he missed it.
Got to fight harder for that rebound. Jeremiah had it secured for a second, then he lost possession of it.
Winder-Barrow being up only by 1, that must make them feel like they don't just have it. It's going to be a great game. It's a competitive game. It's not just given to them. They got to work hard, and it will truly show tonight that
Absolutely.
they really got that dog in them.
No foul, no foul, no foul.
We said earlier this match was going to be a classic. That's what it's looking like it's going to shape out to be. And he likes to take a lot of tough around the rim jump shots.
JDS making the substitution back into the game over Jeremiah Shealy. Jaren with the pull-up.
And the quick fire three from Jared Samuel. What an elite three-point shooter he is.
I wonder what goes through the mind of Jaren when he's on that court. Like, that's a spectacular player right there.
And I'll tell you the best quality, or my favorite quality about him. My favorite quality about him is he can be as effective in the scoring column as anybody in the state.
Right.
And he doesn't have to dribble the ball.
Because
he can do things like that all night. And we actually see a lot of his baskets don't come from, him breaking down defenders with multiple dribble combos.
More so
Fade away from Jordan Samuel as we see the Samuel brothers score back-to-back.
Brothers back-to-back.
It's a tough way to respond. The pull up from number 3.
We got a rebound.
Nope.
Winder-Barrow needs to
Chance to generate momentum.
They need to capitalize right here. This is where they need to take off. They can potentially start a run right here against Habersham. Pass to Jaren.
One more
Another
three, baby.
That would have been a
phenomenal shot. Winder-Barrow with a little bit of breathing room, with a little bit of separation, up by 6 with a minute 50 remaining in this third period.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes under 1. About to go in the fourth quarter in under 2 minutes.
Jeremiah Shealy returns for the Bulldogs.
They rolled the ball in to preserve some time off the shot clock. It's a tactic we saw used earlier in the girls' game.
Man, this right here, man, is something serious.
Quick fire triple from Jeremiah.
Jeremiah with the 3.
And here comes Winder-Barrow. Who's that coming down the tracks? It's the Beam Machine in red and black.
Habersham trying to, Habersham responded back with another 3 of their own.
Ain't none finer in the land than the good old crazy Winder fans.
It's a great song right there. I
Let
think I'm
me
a crazy
say-
Winder song or Winder fan.
Bulldogs, Bulldogs, Bulldogs. Go dogs, sick 'em.
What do you think the coach is telling them right there, right now? The Bulldogs.
To keep up the consistency, to keep up this pace, right? They have the momentum going for them. They've created a beautiful swing of momentum, right? They're at the home court, right? They're in front of their home fans.
Right.
They're in front of their families. They're in front of the people they know, the people that they love, the people that they go to school with, the people that they share communities with. They don't want to lose here. They're not going to lose here. This is an extreme opportunity right here to put the game away. Winder-Barrow being up, all they have to do now is continue to execute, which is obviously easier said than done.
Easier
Which is
said
a
than
team
done.
that's proved time and time again, year after year, that they've been able to handle execution.
Of course. Well said. Well said,
And
Mackenzie.
part of the execution part is credited to Coach Mack, right?
Right.
Coach Mack always prepares his teams to be able to execute the game plan effectively and efficiently. And I think what he's established, the game plan that he's prepped for this Habersham game, I think it's nothing short of fantastic. He's definitely prepared these players for this game.
Well said. Most definitely, I agree that I mean, this is what they were waiting on. I mean, they
JD
expected
comes
it.
back to the top of the key. He gets the ball.
This is what they work on.
Absolutely. JD,
Great shot by Jeremiah.
JD to Jeremiah in that
Great
low post
shot
area.
to
That mid-range area
Jeremiah.
is automatic. Great shot.
Winder might be going from the number 5 spot to the 4.
Hey man, I told Jeremiah before the game, if he scored 20 points, I owe him a $200 hat. Looks like I'm $200 poor after tonight. And you see how engaged the student section is to this game.
Really engaged.
Skip. Ooh. Skip pass. Good find.
Great layup and one.
Big Sam with the finish.
And one. Let's see if he can make it a 3-point play for Winder-Barrow.
With the jammer.
Jordan Samuel shooting 81.
Great shot. Great layup from
the
Jordan.
free
Can we
throw
get
line.
this free throw? Ah.
This is a crucial free throw. Winder-Barrow up by 8, 26 seconds left to go in this third period. Gear up, folks, for one last quarter of Friday night basketball.
Come on. They're holding the ball for the last shot. That was a great pass, but he missed it. Oh, he missed it. He missed it again. Ah. Left Winder-Barrow with 1 second on
And
the
that's
clock.
just so tough fouling with 1.1 remaining on the clock. You really hate to give up 3 points right there.
That's really unfortunate, but that leaves Winder-Barrow one last shot for the quarter. I mean, hey, you never know. They might make a full court shot. You never know what could happen. Anything's possible.
JoJo Curry shooting 1 shot.
Miss free. Oh. Ah, he didn't shoot it.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score, Winder-Barrow 49, Habersham Central 42.
Going into the fourth quarter, Winder-Barrow Bulldogs up 49 to Habersham's 42. Let's go Bulldogs. Take it home for us. Let's get that number 4 spot in the top 5 region. Hey. look at this student section right here.
Absolutely.
Our cones.
We're getting ready for a legendary swag surf here.
Man.
And you see right there those two traffic cones right there at those
course.
bottom. They actually have been passing that around with the Sharpie and then getting everybody to sign it. Here we are. Ah, man, right before
the V job.
But welcome
We're
to our
back
fourth
in the
quarter
fourth quarter.
basketball with a
Great
block by Jordan Samuel.
Jordan
Denied
Samuel
at the
with the
rim.
block.
Winder-Barrow pushing the ball. Jordan Samuel with the ball.
Great pass
to the corner.
to
Jeremiah
Jeremiah
for three.
Ah, that would have been an overkill.
That would have set this arena off.
That would have been insane.
Set.
Great hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get up, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Get up.
Get up there, George!
Whipping Yama with the jammer. From Diddly-dee. How do you do?
Jaren with the slam for the Bulldogs. He's looking good for us in the fourth
Defense!
quarter. Defense! Let's hear it step from the home. Defense! This arena is going crazy right now. This arena is going insane. We want to hear y'all stand at home. Defense! Woo! We need to hear y'all from y'all's houses. I know y'all are watching on your phones, TV. We need to hear y'all scream. Defense!
Where you are doesn't matter. Because there's no better energy. There's no better feeling.
This is where legends are made.
There's no better game than the game these boys are playing tonight.
Jordan Samuel with the slam. Alley-oop finish. Beautiful slam dunk by Jordan Samuel. Beautiful slam by Jordan. Yeah, they got to load the buses after this one. This is
Another slam by Jordan whipping Yama with the jam.
See, we was at first earlier in the game. You know, it was really, really close. You know,
this is where Winder-Barrow separates itself from a good team to a great team.
Exactly.
Good teams are able to hang around. Exactly. Good teams are able to hang around. Great teams are able to create separation and create distance within the scoring margin by the way that they play on the court.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Winder-Barrow is playing phenomenal right now. And it's not because they have guys who can dunk. They have guys who can knock down threes. It's because they stay together, they stay composed, and they stay ready. This is a team that's been prepared for this game for a really long time.
For a really long time.
I've talked to these players today individually. I know personally.
Oh, yeah. I already know. They was looking forward to this game.
These
Vengeance.
guys have been anticipating this game. Like, to them, this is their Christmas day.
Yeah.
This is their Christmas day.
Yeah.
So, seeing these guys execute, man.
Man, it's just a blessing to be here. Like you said earlier, man, it's a real opportunity to be here with you and to watch a spectacular game like this.
And to be able to call this, man, to be able to bring this energy into your homes or to wherever you are.
Right. Because at the end of the day,
thank you so much for allowing us this opportunity.
Right. We're all a family here. You know, just cherish the moment as much as we can, you know. And these players, man, you know.
Can y'all hear this mic? Hold on, listen. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's the sound of me and Tookie dapping each other up, man. Tookie is my brother, man.
Yeah,
We've been friends for a long time. I'm so privileged to be able to have the opportunity to do commentary with him.
That's real. Same with me, man.
Nobody else I'd rather do it with.
Right. Real opportunity.
Habersham knocks down 2 free throws.
53 Winder-Barrow, man. To Habersham
Winder-Barrow
44.
hold on to this lead. Can they keep this momentum going?
Or will
Shout
Habersham
out Jaren
capitalize?
Samuel with the slam.
Or both the Samuel brothers, may I say.
Right, consecutively, I might add.
With their performances,
But
it's been
Jaren's a
amazing.
guy you really don't you don't send him tend to try to get up usually.
Right, you know, I mean, he's pretty old school, you know,
really
going for the layup.
I'm really surprised he dunked the ball.
Right, you know.
Normally he would have went for a layup.
I don't think he's like a flashy, like, I need a highlight type of guy, like, if that makes sense. Like, he, you know, he'll go in with a regular layup from time to time. I mean, regular basketball, you know, a 2 is a 2 at the end of the day. That same dunk is the same as that layup. 2 points is 2 points. But, man, may I say, Winder-Barrow is bringing the energy tonight. They are bringing that energy. Habersham's doing the best they can. And they are lacking on offense right now. But the game's not over. There's a lot of basketball left. They can still turn this game around.
6 minutes remaining in this ball game. Score is 44-53.
44-53,
It's been a really locked-in defensive game, really. Winder-Barrow's typically a team that puts up around 70 points a game or more.
Oh, yeah.
And right now they're sitting at that 53 margin.
Might not reach the 70, but that just shows it's a really competitive game.
Really competitive game.
And at the end of the day,
defensively locked-in game.
At the end of the day, all that matters is they win. JD with the finish. Number 11.
You see him flexing on them. Flexing because he's too little.
Do you think Habersham's at that point where they're throwing in the towel? Or do you think they're at that point where they think they can make a comeback and still get this victory?
No, I think they want to compete.
I think they want to compete as well.
They want to compete, absolutely. I mean, you don't hang around all game like they did and just be like, nah, screw it, I want to go home.
Right.
No.
Of course.
They want to compete. Something you see about JD, he flexes a lot. He's strong. He's actually very strong. People don't know this. JD is actually very strong.
Very strong.
The record set for Winder-Barrow bench max in basketball since the Coach Mack era.
Right.
265 by Jeremiah Holloway. Everybody knows the athlete Jeremiah Holloway.
Oh, yeah.
But, get this. JD's not done with his year.
He's not.
And he's at 260.
That man has a lot of time to,
His max bench is at 260. So he still has time to technically become the strongest player in Winder-Barrow's program history.
Possibly. You never know. You never know.
Basketball program, that is.
And a lot of people don't know that.
Have to clarify.
But if you look at this score and the time left, you have 5 minutes remaining, basically. Winder-Barrow is not up by too much. Not up by too much. It's 55-46. We can
4 minutes and 55 seconds remaining.
Winder-Barrow
every
can
second
still
matters.
lose this game.
Every bucket counts.
Winder-Barrow must be able to they must be able to be patient on every play. Jaron going in and then missed the layup. It's all good though. Travel. Oh yeah, that's a call.
You know something that they love to do. They love to rip those quick threes in transition.
Oh yeah.
And when I say love, I mean love. They love to push the ball in transition and rip those quick threes before the defense is set up. That's the shots that they're comfortable with taking. Those are the shots that they've made all night. Just so happens to be that when they're going to the cookie jar now, the cookies are gone.
Look at Jordan being patient at the top. Smart method. To be honest, you don't want to rush things as you do have the lead. Just be patient.
Got no cookies left in the jar.
Jordan Samuel got through to her. I don't know if you saw, but a nice little crossover. Way to drive through the paint.
I'm just glad everybody's okay after a scary play like that. And guys, I'll tell you what. After this game, after Winder-Barrow secures this W, we're going to go in the locker room. We're going to celebrate. And we're going to turn it up for you guys at home because it's a parade inside my city, yeah. Well, if Winder-Barrow can maintain this lead, deep three from Jaron Samuel. Jaron Samuel with the
dagger for the game. That may have been the dagger from Jaron Samuel.
Big-time player who makes big-time shots. Tonight hasn't been his best performance, but let me tell you something. Jaron Samuel is a player who makes timely shots after timely shots. Every time they need a bucket, every time that they need a basket, he is your go-to guy.
He's
Jaron
always
Samuel,
present.
ladies and gentlemen.
He never shows up late. He's always present, always there in class on time. The man, he's always showing up. I mean, like, that's what I mean by great competitors, performers who can do things like this under pressure. And now we have a 10-point lead with Winder-Barrow. Looks like Winder-Barrow might be taking it home with the victory versus Habersham Central, the Raiders.
Looks like I want Winder-Barrow to blow Habersham out of the water. I've been hearing some chatter about Habersham talking on that internet.
Oh yeah, I've definitely heard a lot from Habersham.
You know how schools participate in the little fun, back and forth fun. But
oh yeah.
Habersham sent a couple of personal shots.
A lot of personal shots.
From Torres, our players. So you know, I want to see these guys.
Let me hear
lose
y'all
in
say
a
it
British
at home.
fashion.
Let me hear y'all say defense. 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 Let me hear it from home, y'all. Defense. 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 Come on, y'all. Get louder. Get on y'all's feet. Defense. Let's see what happens here for Winder-Barrow. Defense from JD with the steal.
By JD. He pushes the break.
Way to be patient from JD Estimate. Way to be patient.
Work him, JD.
Fouls in 23, Joe Curry.
And you see the intensity that these guys bring.
A lot of intensity.
Energy, the fire that these guys bring.
I don't, you know, from history of the NBA, I've seen players come back from a score like this in only 30 seconds. Do you think Habersham is capable?
No.
You don't think so? I don't know, man.
Now maybe they make this game a little bit more competitive, but you give this kind of team a lead like this late in the game.
I don't know. As you can see, Habersham with the layup. They're only down by 8. Winder-Barrow still has
This is a poised team. This is a poised team. They've been poised. They didn't just become poised this year. They've been poised. They're going to play smart. They're going to play the right way. They're going to handle business. If you remember, to get to the Final Four last year, they played Warner Robins. Against Warner Robins, do you know who hit the game-winning shot?
Who hit the game-winning shot?
The JD Estimate hit the game-winning shot.
Oh, yeah.
So they had to stay composed throughout that entire game, even until the finish.
And that's who has the ball right now. Oh. But he goes to the free throw line.
Such a shifty player. He's so good at using his body. He's so good at balance. He's so good at controlling his weight, his transfers weight, his deceleration, his acceleration. He's quick. He's twitchy.
There's not too many. There's
He's
not
your
too much more.
prototypical athletic. He's your prototype. He's your ideal prototypical athletic guard.
Like there's not much more you can ask for a player like JD.
Knocks
Great
down the
free throw shot. He just knocked down.
59-50.
59-50. Winder-Barrow up. The Raiders down. 9 points. JD with one more free throw left. Can he make the free throw? Can he make the free throw shot? JD with the shots. 2 minutes and 30 remaining. It looks like they might need to throw in the flag. And Winder-Barrow might be taking this one home. Ooh, we haven't really seen that from that guy this night. That's a really good shot. Way to come out of nowhere with that 3.
Is it a really good shot, or did he just make a big-time shot? Like I said earlier, big-time players make big-time shots.
Well, that was
Judging
a
by
big-time
the
shot, but this might be a big-time play!
It's a dog-eat-dog world. And these dogs are starving.
30-second timeout. Correction. 30 seconds.
Hey, there's a quote from Winder-Barrow's region championship run. This stuck with me. You know what that quote was?
What was that quote?
Hungry dogs run fast.
Right. Right.
Starving dogs run faster.
Right.
It's a party. It's a party. Hey, Brick. In the words of the famous John Morant, it's a parade inside my city, yeah.
That's exactly how the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs are feeling right now.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah.
You can tell on facial expressions they're happy. I mean, they deserve to be happy. They just like all the hard work they put in all season. They're about to get 17 wins.
You have to win the game.
That
Gotta
was
win.
a good play.
A score right here would all but do it. A basket right here would all but do it.
Yeah, we need the dagger. Oh, great catch.
Great athleticism right there by JD. See?
Great. You know, that turnover could have changed the game a lot. You know, great save by JD. Way to get up there. Secure that ball. JD's in the post right now. Oh, Jordan with the ball. Will this be the dagger of the game? Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. Get on that rim. Get on that rim.
Ball number 1, Caden Garrison.
Man, you know, like the support that Winder-Barrow is being given inside the building and even outside. We appreciate everybody sitting at home, you know, watching on either their TVs,
Because
on
guess
YouTube,
what?
or on their phones, supporting Winder-Barrow in the game
Newsflash.
that's being broadcasted to them.
Newsflash, you didn't have to join us tonight.
You did not have to join us tonight,
You
but we
didn't.
appreciate it.
But
We
you
appreciate
did,
every eye that's
and
watching
we
this
are
stream
so
right now.
grateful. We are so grateful that you did.
We have almost 100 viewers on the public Winder-Barrow High School page on YouTube right now. We appreciate all the support.
Everybody that's watching live from wherever you are, give yourself a round of applause.
Give yourself a round of applause
Everybody in the studio,
for being here tonight with us.
everybody in the studio is giving you a round of applause. Thank you for joining us.
Y'all have made this journey for us really fun. Like, we appreciate it, but we still have a ball game. This game isn't over with. It's 57-64. It's not too late. 7-point lead for Winder-Barrow. We can still, you know.
They have Enzo Combs. We have Jaron Samuel.
That's a good point. But not only Jaron Samuel, we got J.D. Estime. We got Jordan Samuel. We got Jeremiah Sheely. We got Brian Arnold. We got Britt.
Richardson.
We got Zay.
McCoy.
We got, come on now.
Mari.
Come on, we got all these great.
Got Tafari.
We got all these
We have
amazing players
Jacob.
on one
Can't
team.
forget Giovanni.
We can't forget Giovanni. We got all these great players on one team.
And then
we have our
Coach
coaches.
Gag, Coach Worley.
Coach Worley. We got our
Coach
great
Gag.
coaches for the game. We can't.
You know,
We
all
can't.
of this, what they've been able to do, what they've been able to bring together this season is special.
It's special.
And something that
It's
I
a
do wanna
special
highlight-
thing.
Something that I do want to
It's a
highlight.
special
is-
thing.
Something I do want to highlight is Amari Wilson, which is a player on this team. He's took this transformation and this walk into Christianity that
And I
has
love
not
it.
only left him blessed, but it's also blessed his team. And it's
And-
affected his team.
You
And
know-
this team, actually, that's something that they pride themselves on, too, is being more involved in faith, being more involved in religion, being more involved in brotherhood. So, you know, this is a very special team. I cannot stress that enough. What they have done is nothing short of incredible, and I expect for them to continue to do big things.
Jordan Samuel with the slam! Bringing that energy for the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs. As it's 35 seconds left of the game, it's looking like a victory for Winder-Barrow High School. Oh, God, boss! Oh! It's looking like a victory for Winder-Barrow Bulldogs. Load your buses! Load your buses. And may I say that we just peaked 100 views on the YouTube live stream. We appreciate everybody that tuned in today for these amazing games. I can only be thankful for an opportunity like this. We are always appreciated. We are always blessed for opportunities like this, obviously. And we're blessed to be able to watch a game like this with y'all. And I'm blessed to be on the side of a good friend of mine, McKinley Dion.
Absolutely. You know, he covered all bases. You know, we said it, we reiterated it, we emphasized it. Cannot stress it enough. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much. We
have
appreciate
28
it.
seconds.
We love y'all. WB forever. Dogs forever,
67.
man. Bulldogs forever. Look at the great defense. Look at the great defense. Jeremiah, he tried to go in for the kill. Great defense. And it's official. The Bulldogs have accomplished the win.
And wherever you are, stop what you're doing. Let's give Winder-Barrow a round of applause for a very,
Man, this is amazing.
very commanding performance.
This is amazing. But the game's not over
A
until
very
it's
commanding performance.
over. The game is not over until it's over, man. There's still ball game left. still have to be humble about every second of the game. The game isn't over until we see 0 all over the clock. All over. Habersham with a steal. Habersham with a pull up.
And that'll do it. Your Winder-Barrow Bulldogs, 67-59. Thank you so much for joining in with us tonight. Winder-Barrow is successful.
We are officially number 4
in their vengeful triumph.
In the top 5 region. Winder-Barrow took that spot, and we are no longer number 5.
Bulldog fans, Dogs are back in action next
That's
Friday.
insane.
Region 5A competition continues. The Dogs travel to.
Thank you for watching. We will see you again. Signing off. This is McKinley.
And this is Taquavion Mitchell, a.k.a. Tookie.
You all have a good and safe night.
And we appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you. We love you.
We appreciate everything y'all did for us, the support, everything from home.
Go
we
Bulldogs.
felt that energy all day. Go Bulldogs. Woo! Woo!
This is your announcer, Jeff Olson, reminding